Hello, and welcome to episode
20?
64 of the Eldritch
Podblast.
I'm Margaret.
I'm Jack.
I was looking at today's date, and I was going to say the 23rd
episode.
Yeah, the 23rd episode.
Everybody knows it goes 61, 62, 63,
24. Huh?
Right.
It's not even 24, it's 23.
It's 23. the 23rd podcast.
Listen, we've had a week off.
Yeah.
I don't know what day it is.
I don't know how to podcast anymore.
I don't know who I am. Who are you?
I don't know how to podcast anymore. I've lost the ability to do
any normal basic human functioning thing.
I went back to work on Monday, and obviously I do a lot of my work on the computer, and I tried to print something by clicking Alt-P. That's how long it feels like I've been away from the computer.
Yeah.
By clicking Alt-P.
Oh, and we've come back, and you know when you have the holiday blues, you come back from your holiday and then you're really sad.
Yeah.
Me.
We didn't even go anywhere.
We sat at home. We sat home for a week. Yeah.
But I miss it already.
Me too.
It was a week of Valorant.
It was literally a week of Valorant. It was a week of doing nothing.
Yeah.
I think it was just recharging our batteries.
Yeah. Chilling out,
catching our breath. It was good. It was good.
It was a fantastic time off. I really enjoyed the time off. It was really good.
Me too. We're potentially seeing the Barbie movie tonight, which is exciting.
Yes,
I don't know if we have the time to now, but we could potentially be going to see the Barbie movie, which is very exciting. I really, really want to watch it.
Yeah.
But I was like, shall I just wait till it comes on at home, the home television
cinema,
the home cinema
remember when they were like the things? Remember when that was
Do you remember when they brought 3D TVs?
Yeah, that just never got on.
And they I think you had to still wear the glasses with the 3D TVs as well.
I mean, I think you'll always have to wear something.
Well,
because I don't think you obviously your eyes can't do it for you.
Wasn't there wear a 3D TV podcast?
Yeah, we do be liking 3D TVs.
Wasn't there something where you didn't have to wear glasses? I'm sure it was like a home TV entertainment system as well that you didn't have to wear. Am I making this up?
I think so.
Is this something that never happened?
If you want 3D, you've got to wear the glasses.
I see. Can you imagine?
No. Sitting at home.
No.
And man, when you used to go and see 3D movies, and it would be like, oh, you want to see 3D movie? Yeah, well, here's the ticket, which is already more expensive.
And here's the £1
tickets,
for the glasses.
And here's the money for the glasses.
I know.
Surely that should just be incorporated in the cost.
Yeah, I know. But then they were like, well, you can just use them again. I don't know a single person who got 3D glasses and
kept them.
Well, they kept them, but could you remember where they were? And do you remember back in like the early 2010s when thick-rimmed glasses were a thing, and you used to get them from the cinema and pop out the lenses and wear them just as thick-rimmed glasses? Anyone?
My God, yeah, I do remember. Do you remember when curved TVs were like the next big thing?
I feel like in curved monitors. I think curved monitors are still a thing.
Curved monitors are still a thing, but I don't think curved TVs are.
No, but you know, if you went to someone's house and they had a thin, slim curved TV, you were like, you are rich.
You are rich.
You are rich.
Remember when projectors were trying to be a thing?
Projectors are a thing. I think projectors are a really big thing now.
Are projectors a thing now?
I think projectors are a thing now because they're much better than what they were. Because and they're so more accessible than like a TV, I suppose.
Projectors, I remember like you could have like the whole wall was a projector, but the quality was terrible.
I think they're really good now. I think projectors are really good now.
Are they?
I think it's a big thing, projectors. Yeah.
I think I'd have to see one because I still think they would look like I'm watching it at school.
No,
Margaret.
Oh, yeah, no, I agree. No, I think projectors are in. What do you think, kids?
Are projectors in?
Projectors in.
Can you tell us if projectors are in?
You tell me, because I don't know anything.
Can you tell me if projectors are a thing?
I am also. I know I say it every time. Don't talk about my hair. Listen, my hair now is at a point where I need a haircut. I quite simply need a haircut. I love my hairdresser. She's wonderful. She's an hour away from me. It's a trek to get to her.
To
I don't trust anyone else with my hair apart from her.
I did say let's go in the week off, but you just couldn't bring yourself to leave the house.
No, I wanted to do nothing. Yeah, I wanted to do categorically nothing with my week off. But I really need a haircut. It's so bad. I know my hairdresser doesn't watch this, but I'm sorry. It's been like a year.
It's been a long time.
It's been a year.
It's been over a year.
I got it last cut in last July. So.
Yeah, so it's been
and I had like a proper like wolf cut, like a proper.
Yeah,
it was like it wasn't short, but it was definitely.
It was shorter.
It was like here, yeah, it was.
Put some photos in.
Maybe.
Okay, photos of the wolf coat.
This is what my hair looked like. I don't know. But yeah, I need to get a haircut. So don't talk to me about my hair. I don't want to talk about it. I say as I talk about it. How are you? What have you been up to? How's your week off
Did
been?
you enjoy your week off?
Yeah, how was your week?
Give me my little thing.
No.
It's mine.
Well, what about me? Oh, I'll do it. I'll ruin the iPad.
Do you want this one?
No. I'll do it on my drink.
Yeah,
I'll do it on my drink. I'll do it on my drink. This is mine. Good. Oh, you have inflamed toes?
Inflamed toes?
That sounds bad. Oh, ingrown toenails, you say? Oh, did you know that fast nail and hair growth is just a symptom of the blood pumping? Fine.
Is it?
Yeah, it is.
I said disgusting.
No.
If you've got ingrown toenails, it is what it is.
Have you ever had an ingrown toenail?
I've never had one. You get them.
I get them. Oh my god, ingrown toenails are the worst. I don't know. I saw the snot come out my nose when I did that.
I've never had one.
Oh my god, they're so bad. They hurt so bad. And removing them? Have you seen how they get removed?
It goes like down the sides, doesn't it?
Yeah, it grows
wide.
it grows wide. Oh my god,
it
hurts so bad. And then to get them removed, bad, real
we'll
bad.
We'll leave that one there.
We are a podcast about ingrown toenails
and 3D TVs.
What do you think? We're what's the word? We're niche here.
Yeah,
we're niche. We're niche.
We're already niche, but we're making it niche.
Niche, yeah. So you thought you like D&D? Get out of here.
No,
that's not what we're about.
We can just like role play ingrown toenails.
Yes,
and we can role play the first 3D TV. Give me your best. I've just seen a 3D TV for the first time in a fantasy genre.
It's this. That's all it is.
Go on, give me your thumbnail first.
Go on. Yeah, what do you reckon? Huh? Man. Yeah, I don't really have much to update you on. We had a week off. It was great.
We went back to work on Monday. Now it's Wednesday.
Yep.
I forgot I was to use a computer.
Yeah. We're filming. We're filming a day ahead. Normally, we try to get the videos filmed a few days ahead, but as you can hear, we're filming on Wednesday the 23rd,
and it's coming out tomorrow
on Thursday the 24th. So
we knew this was going to be the plan.
Yeah, we knew. We knew. What about you?
We knew this was
you knew that was the plan.
Okay, so let's get on to some topics.
Yes,
baby.
Well, we're going to be doing our final campaign update episode. It's going to be an extra episode that we're going to run alongside.
Yeah,
it's just going to be. You know what I was going to say? It's going to be us sat here talking. It always is, but it's going to be.
That's what it always is.
It's going to be, just us talking about like the last session and then the wrap up session.
Yeah.
We don't know when we're going to film that. It's going to happen at some point. We promise you we'll get it. We promise you will get it.
Happening.
I just don't know exactly when we're going to film it and release it. But it'll be an extra episode, so you're not gonna miss out an extra episode. You're not going to miss out on a normal
scheduled episide.
Exactly.
You'll get an extra.
Yeah.
You'll get an extra little juicer.
Yeah, little juicer.
For anybody who fancies it.
Listen. Get your tissues.
Yeah,
because first of all, the ending of the story is sad, and then the wrap up for our characters is. There's one thing that is so beyond tragic. The most tragic ending for a character, I think.
I don't think it's tragic.
I
would say it's more poetic.
Yeah, poetic and, meant to be, but Jesus Christ, it was bad. So get your tissues ready.
Yeah, get your tissues
That's
ready.
going up sometime. If I know by the time this video goes out, I'll put it here. I won't know because it's tomorrow. I don't know. So before we get on to topic, we have some Homebrew Challenge winners to announce.
Homebrew Challenge winners.
Some winners.
So there's currently a challenge going on right now for a corrupted monster. So get your submissions in for corrupted monster now. Because the submissions end on Monday, and you don't have to do stat blocks. It could just be where the monster came from. If you want to include a stat block, you can. If you just want to talk about the origins of the monster and how it came to being, do that as well. Yeah. If you want to include a stat block, you can. It's up to you, but get them in. I know there's a lot of aspiring DMs out there who have really wanted to homebrew some stuff. So this is your chance. This is your chance. So get it in there, and other people can just comment on what you do in the Discord and be like, oh, that's really cool, and this is really cool, and there's Discord in there, so go for it. Join the Discord as well. Join the Discord. Join the Discord. Bam, 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 bam.
Oh, shall we? Hold on. Bam, bam. We're ready. Bam, 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 bam. That's us on either side of your head.
And now you join the Discord.
Yes, you have until Monday the 28th, next Monday, to get your submissions in. And it's the last of the corrupted theme.
Yes.
So we've had a corrupted character, a corrupted god, patron, or deity.
We had a corrupted pantry tree.
Yeah. Now we have a corrupted monster. So finish off the trio, get him in. And should we get into some winners?
Some wieners.
Some wieners.
There's 2 runners-up and 1 winner, and the runner-ups are in no order at all.
Yes.
They just
even though I always go the first runner.
The runners-up are just running up.
Just
together.
running up together. You're holding hands and you're crossing the finish line together.
Yeah.
And then the winner will get put into the Hall of Fame, which is on our Discord.
Check out the Hall of Fame because there's so many great.
Many great.
They're all the winners from all the challenges, and some of them are fantastic.
Amazing, incredible, and to be honest, all of the submission threads are so good. Just to get inspiration.
Yeah.
Honestly, just to get inspiration gets them juices flowing.
We just get the juices flowing, especially for monsters.
Yeah, genuinely. So, I was going to say it again. A runner-up, a nondescript runner-up.
Runner-up. 1 of 2.
So, this has been sent in by Sheri. Woo! Sheri's
well
our
done,
mod
Sheri.
who came up with the idea for the Homebrew Challenge. Thank you, Sheri. So her pronouns are she, her, and the name of the god, deity, or patron is the core of creation, Cogs Hollow. And the themes are creation, arcana, and knowledge. So the backstory. In a realm of magical marvels, a being known as the Core once wove magic and mechanics seamlessly within his form, gifting the world magic, innovation, and technology. Over centuries, intrigued by his own clockwork creations, he began grafting intricate gears and enchanted mechanisms onto his divine form, enmeshing divine with the material. At first, this was harmless, and he brought the god great joy as he travelled the world and shared his creations and powers. However, this fusion spiraled into an obsession, consuming him in a daunting maelstrom of corruption as he began to fuse his clockwork creations over his heart, soul, and mind. The people of the world then begin to call him Cogs Hollow. Sheri hasn't written it as dumb as I'm reading it out, by the way. Sorry, Sheri. You know when you trip and you start running to pretend like you tripped?
Yeah.
Me clearing my throat there was the vocal version of that.
The cover-up.
Yeah. His once glorious wings transformed into twisted appendages of whirring cogs, and his radiant aura dimmed to a haunting glow, pulsing in time with the ticking clockwork of his body. His pursuit of perfection tore his essence asunder, causing a sinister aura that tainted the world. Nature withered, replaced by metallic decay as he roamed.
Very cool.
So cool.
So
cool. I love the idea that this god was like, yeah, well, this is innovation, and then became corrupted by the obsession with it. Yeah. And I love nature withered, replaced by metallic decay.
It's so
How cool is that?
Just like a very organic, natural, normal god who like basically had like an intrigue in mechanical clockwork and stuff like that, and began to like graft it to himself, and then it was
his
like,
heart and his soul.
Yeah.
I love that, and I love the changing of the name from the Core to Cogs Hollow.
Yeah.
Love that.
Love it.
So the special features are a mechanical clockwork minions. Traps and puzzles fill the plane as the world rots. Cogs Hollow's body has become a grand mechanical tower that roams the world, looming over it. Many people have made it their home. As the world sunders, cities grow in his corrupted body, but many monsters and magics also lurk within.
Very good.
How cool is that?
Very cool.
Like the fact that like he's so large and so present that like cities form within his form. That's so cool. And then possible quests. Desperate to restore their god, brave champions embark on a perilous quest. They seek to cleanse the heart, soul, and mind of Cogs Hollow within his body's clockwork sanctum, attempting to undo the deity's self-imposed corruption. The outcome would decide whether a god consumed by his own creations could be redeemed, and if the realm would be forever trapped in a mechanical nightmare, or maybe something else. And Sheri consents for the use of this. I'm sorry, you can tell I haven't read out loud in a week. You can tell I have not engaged these brain cells in a whole week.
So I mean, like to think of like quests.
Yeah,
and
I
think
know,
of, like, themes.
I know.
I feel like you've done a lot here, Sheri.
I agree, Sheri.
I feel like it's very impressive.
You've really thought about like, you know what, like the impact that this has on the world.
And I can just imagine like the first like success of the quest is like, I don't know, we rip a part off the heart or something, or we release like some aspect of the god, like maybe we release the soul first, then there's just like an eke through of the god that once was.
Yes,
and it's like, okay, we can do this.
And then it's like, is it enough? Can it ever come back? And then I like the ambiguous or maybe something else. See, I love that. That leaves it so open. There is so many things you could do with this as a DM as well.
Yeah, very good.
I love that. Sheri, you have outdone yourself. This is absolutely wonderful. Thank you so much. Well done, Sheri.
Well done, Sheri.
That was great.
Everybody give a round of applause for Sheri. Go on.
Good.
Very good.
Do you ever feel like Dora the Explorer when you do that?
No, I don't know. You've said this before. I've never watched Dora the Explorer, so I don't get the reference.
She basically goes, look, clap for the banana. And then the kids go, woo, 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 woo. And that's how it is. Anyway, thank you, Sheri.
We're up number 2.
I'm sorry I read that. Once again, like I've never perceived the English language in my life.
Great job.
Thank you. Thank you so much. So the next one, the next runner-up number 2, some would call them. But they're not. Just a runner-up. So this is by Wiltop, and their pronouns are he, they, and consent. I would be honest if honored.
I would be honest.
I would be honest.
And say absolutely not.
I would be honoured if anyone used this. And socials are Wiltop or Wiltop.tv, pretty much everywhere. And check out my mid-tier TikTok. Check out his TikTok.
Check out Wiltop's mid-tier TikTok.
Check it out.
It's not mid-tier, but it's fucking S-tier, baby.
Yeah, we can swear now as well.
Yeah, shit's S-tier.
Yeah. Let's go.
Let's fucking go.
Oh my God. So, the name of this god, patron, or deity is the madness above. In the time before time, as reality coalesced and the worlds and gods that we know today were forming, it also started to take form. It could feel the moment coming, and it yearned to exist. It didn't know what existence meant, as it could not yet think, but it yearned to exist nonetheless. It knew it was going to be something incredible. It could feel its potential. Reality began setting in around it, and it desperately reached out, crying to be. But the moment passed, and the universe was set. All things that could be, would be, and it could not. It would be forever cursed to dwell on the cusp of creation. Eons passed. Creatures lived and died. Gods rose and fell. The cycles continued. A girl was born. A babe that would never stop crying. In the blink of a cosmic eye, the decades passed, and the babe was a woman named Alex, who was obsessed with the magical arts of chronology and possibilities. Her lifelong obsession would lead to the unlife and lichdom, and centuries cast her mind out beyond the stars to see what could be done and undone. Out there, on the edge of the unknowable, is where she found it. A babe waiting to be born. That powerful embryo of possibility from a time before creation that was never realized. Alex returned to her husk of a body and called on her thralls to raise an army to bring all the souls, magics, and divine relics in the land. A century of conquest ensued as Alex gathered power from the Junematic rite that would unleash the distilled essence of possibility and creation. The heroes of the nearby kingdoms gathered a host to defeat Alex, but they came too late. Patiently yearning at the edge of creation for eons, it still longed for being. It had no concept of time, for as much as it wished that it did, the unrealized embryo of possibility did not exist. But finally, after the untold ages of clutching at the edge of reality, something changed. Existence came rushing towards it, and it reached out greedily to greet it. But something was wrong. It knew what it was supposed to be, but it was being pushed in a different direction. It tried to push back, but to no avail. It longed to be, but it was not going to be what it should. What was it going to become? Alex collapsed her Junematic waveform of probability, and with it the entirety of creation shook with the contractions of a multiverse in labor. She gave everything she had to midwife her new god into being, her perfect creation, her child. As Alex As Alex poured the last of her memories, her consciousness, and her very soul into completing the rite, the night sky fractured across all the realms, creating a rift of unlimited possibilities and madness that marred the stars. As the denizens of many of planes of existences looked up to this crack in reality, images of the possible and the impossible would appear in the night. To stare at it too long was to go mad. And sometimes, just for a moment, a giant eye the size of galaxies could be seen staring back through the rift. The malice-filled eye of a corrupted entity, born of 1,000,000 stolen souls and foul magics. An entity that was everything and nothing, that has always existed and yet never was.
Wow.
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 Wow, wow, we were.
Wow. Wow. That's giving me a lump in my throat.
Very, very good.
Oh my God, Will Top. That is so incredibly well written.
Yeah, it was very well written.
How enthralling was that? Were you enthralled?
Yeah, the whole time. It's so impressive.
I was enthralled by that.
It's just so imaginative.
I hope I did that justice reading that out.
I think you did a very good job. I think you did a very good job.
A child, I'm sorry. When them thoughts just creep in. But that the fact that it never existed. It never could exist.
Yeah.
It yearned to exist, but it didn't know what that meant.
Yeah.
And then the second it was given a chance, it leaped at it. And then it was corrupted. It was found by the wrong person.
It was found by the wrong person.
And the resentment that this thing must hold. This is a bit of me.
Yeah, it's very cool.
I love this. And again,
it's very outside the box, I think.
It's so outside the box.
It's very different to a lot of the other.
So different.
I think the reason we picked it was because it was just so different.
Yeah, agreed. Well, for the writing is. Oh my God! Do you have a literary degree?
You must do.
You must
have something,
because that's so incredibly well written. It's man, I am enthralled. I want to know more.
Yeah, it was very good.
If that was the opening to a book, I wouldn't be able to put it down.
Nah, you wouldn't be able to put it down.
No
way.
I simply would not.
No way.
What a wonderful, and I think because it's so vague as well. What is it?
What is it?
What is it?
What is it going to become?
Yeah, exactly.
Is it going to be bad? Is it going to try and fight to be good?
Yeah.
Because it's been born of badness.
Mm-hmm.
It's been born from
it was corrupted from the moment it was created
by a lich. It's not been created by. It's not been drawn into being by something that has good intent. It's brought into something of being that is desperately wanting to rule and desperately wanting to do bad. So does it now just is it Alex?
Yeah, is because she gave up her life for it.
Does it have part of her in it?
Exactly. Is that what it is? And then you have the whole thing of Alex as well, and her armies. That's literally eons of wonderful.
Very good. Very impressive.
Wonderful writing, Will Top. That's absolutely brilliant. Please check out the mid-tier TikTok.
My mid-tier TikTok.
Their words, not ours. Thank you, Will Top. That's wonderful.
Yes.
So,
the
wiener.
The wiener, y'all.
The wiener. I'm going to try and hold it together while I read this.
Because this is a saddie.
This is a saddie. Prepare a saddie. Not a baddie, it's a saddie.
It's a saddie.
But a saddie baddie. Get the tissues ready.
Get the tissues.
I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but when I read this, I upset myself.
Yeah, very sad. Very sad.
Very sad.
So prepare yourself.
Prepare yourself.
If you're a saddie.
The winner of a god, deity, or patron that has the theme corrupted. Sorry. The winner is Nerdy Emma, and they go by they any pronouns.
Well done, Nerdy Emma.
Congratulations, Nerdy Emma.
On entering yourself into the Hall of Fame.
Congratulations,
now let's see how you
Nerdy Emma. So they say consent to use, absolutely. They are Nerdy Emma everywhere on social medias. I will leave the spellings and the links down below. So the deity is called Babolet, and they go by he, she, they. Details are neutral good, and they're most relevant to a Grave Domain Cleric, a Spores Druid, and Myconids. Then accidental inspiration, Caduceus Clay's mushroom tea.
Yeah.
And there is some content warnings for allusions to terminal illness, old age, falling, and death. So if that is something that triggers you, please just skip ahead to the next chapter. Babolet is a caring god insofar as death can care for anyone. They shepherd the convalescing, those bodies who have turned against them for the final time. He sits with them in their last moments, offering comfort and care to the weary. His staff, a knotted, gnarled twist of rotting wood, rests to one side of his shack. She makes tea for her visitors. It is warm and musty, soothing for the soul. She has always made tea for her visitors, whether they intended to be here or not. It eases the pain, and it makes their stay less awkward. On the coffee table is a bowl of fruit. The fruit is never made for the visitors' mouths, though, covered as it is in green and blue white fuzz. Even fruit needs someone to say goodbye. Bebo knows that there is a lot of corruption in the world beyond her shack, evils and horrors and bribes and bargains. She has no dealings with that. For she is the superior corruption, the one that is inevitable, if you wait for it long enough. The frailty of the body, the cough that doesn't quite go away, a failing sense of balance and then a fall. He is, quite simply, the corruption of age. And when Bebo smiles, you know you have succumbed to the corruption for the first and last time. But at least the tea is warm when it's time to say goodbye. Nerdy Emma.
Sadness.
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 Man,
Sadness.
if that isn't holding up a mirror to my morality, I don't know what is, and I don't like it.
I don't like it. Stop it.
Well, no, I do really like it. That's the problem.
You can stay now.
Yeah, you walk yourself around the block and come back. Man, I just think that is so beautiful.
Yeah.
And again, this is so different. I feel like all of these submissions are
just
so
different.
different to one another, and so different and so creative in the idea of corruption.
Yeah.
Right? Like, when you think corruption, I think of the traditional, like a darkness corrupting something, right?
Yeah.
But you've seen how different they all are. Like in Sheri's, corruption was the obsession of the work, and then in Willtop's, the corruption was forced by someone else, and then in Emma's, the corruption is the inevitable,
just the inevitable,
just the corruption of old age, which I think is just so poetic.
Yeah, it is. It's very sad.
It's very sad.
But it's very, very good.
It is very good.
And it's just amazing to see so many different takes on corruption. When you just think of a corrupted god, a corrupted deity, and you have 3 submissions that are that contrasting in difference, it's just insane. It's just amazing, and that's very well written and very well thought out. I think.
Indeed. I think it's again, it's like the mirror to morality, right? And you know, I can only speak for myself. Dying is the scariest thing on earth.
Yeah.
But you know, the idea that dying is just like a gentle, like shepherd. I'm so upset. Oh my god!
No,
I'm upset. No, Nerdy Emma, you've upset me.
You can let yourself out, Nerdy.
Yeah.
But then come back because it was very good.
Oh, I love that. I think that is so beautiful. That is so poetic. It's tragically beautiful.
It's tragically beautiful.
And if there's something I love, it's a little bit of tragedy.
Yeah.
So,
it's very, very, very sad.
Yeah, very
but
sad.
I love it at the same time.
Me too. Bebo-let.
Bebo-let. I like the names as well.
I do too. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly as well. Bebo-let.
Bebo-let.
And I love the idea that they're just like he, she, they, you know, he has the shack, she has the tea, they shepherd people in. I love that. I think that's beautiful.
Yeah, I just imagine like multiple Bebo-lets just doing the same job in the same house or something
I think,
like that.
You know, depending on who you are as the person when the time comes, I think that is beautiful. And I wish that there's Bebo-let out there for everyone.
Yeah.
I'm so upset. Thank you so much, Nerdy Emma. You are going into the Hall of Fame.
Well done, Nerdy Emma, for entering yourself into the Hall of Fame with a fantastic submission.
Thank you so
and
much.
Well done to our 2 runner-ups.
Yes, Willtop and Sheri.
Willtop and Sheri.
Absolutely wonderful, beautiful submissions. You blow us away every time.
And do not miss out on the chance to be in the Hall of Fame with a submission for the Corrupted Monster, which, like as we said, submissions do not close until Monday, so get them in.
Please don't make me cry.
Please don't. Well,
please
no.
don't.
Make Margaret.
No, please don't. Please
you
don't.
know
they're
good
cry.
if you make Margaret cry.
Don't make it.
Again, it can be a stat block. It can just be how the monster was corrupted and what it was before. You can be whatever you want. We just give up a little sort of like what's it called?
Wait, what?
We give out a like a.
What are we talking about?
When people go in, we've written out a.
Oh, we have a template.
A template.
We have a template.
Yeah.
You don't have to.
You don't
use
have
it,
to conform to the template at all.
Yeah.
Do whatever you want.
Yeah. So.
Because that's the point of D&D.
Yeah, it can be. It doesn't have to be a stat block. It can be whatever you want it to be. But the template is there in case you want to use it.
Yes.
So yeah, you have until Monday, and that's the final corruption.
And that's the final corruption, and we're going on to the next one.
Get them in, but you're potentially going to be into the Hall of Fame and runners up get read on the podcast.
Yes.
So I'm so upset.
It's okay.
Oh man.
It's okay.
Man, I'm so upset.
It's gonna be okay.
Emma! Why?
Why?
Oh, that was so loud. I apologize. profusely for that.
I don't.
No. How about that?
How about them apples?
How about that?
How about them fucking apples, huh?
I'm not sorry.
I don't give a fuck.
Huh? So, we are doing, as you can see from the title, Am I the Asshole?
Yeah.
So, there isn't many submissions on here. I kind of just, being completely honest with you, I kind of ran out of time to get this script together, as you can probably tell by the fact that we're recording the day before. So, there is 2 submissions, and the rest are ones that I've just taken from the Reddit that I already had stored up.
Yeah.
And hopefully the next Am I the Asshole video, we'll get some more submissions in.
Yeah.
So, we have a submission form. Send them down below if you'd like to know.
Down below, send your submissions about Am I the Assholes, horror stories, and popular opinions, advice, whatever you want. Send them in.
Yes, please. So, shall we just get into it?
Number 1.
Number 1. So, this has been sent in by Sir Mix-a-Little, and he goes by he, him.
Sir Mix-a-Little?
Sir Mix-a-Little.
That's a very cute name.
That's a very cute name.
And he goes by he, him, yeah?
Yes.
Amazing.
Thank you, Sir Mix-a-Little.
Thank you, Sir Mix-a-Little.
My first experience with D&D was with a group of my partner's friends, with one of their boyfriends as the DM. This will be relevant later. It took some time, but I eventually really got into it, and after about a year, I first started playing, I decided to try my hand at DMing. I'm sorry, I'm reading in such a weird cadence here.
No, you're doing good. You don't keep it up.
I started with a group of my own friends.
That was a weird cadence.
And not long after that, I was offered a position as a professional DM at a board game cafe owned by one of my mutuals. She was fully aware of my experience level and assured me that I didn't need to be a pro, just competent enough to run games. I was paid in gift cards to the cafe and made 40 CAD per 3-hour game, or about £23. Sometime after, as my skill grew, I decided to negotiate for more money that would be paid to me directly. Some of the other cafe DMs spoke up against it, stating that the enjoyment of the hobby should be enough, and that this is a small local cafe and they couldn't afford more. But I was putting down many hours each week of my time to my homebrew campaign. And not to mention my own money, which went towards things like maps, minis, etc. I took on a sort of advocate role and became passionate about compensating professional DMs properly. At this point, I was maybe 6 months into DMing for money. For pay. I don't know why I said money.
For money.
For money.
For the money.
Sir Mixel did not say that. They said for pay. During this time, I encouraged the DM of my original group to apply at the cafe too. But he said, I couldn't possibly. I'm nowhere near experienced enough. Mind you, he had been DMing for a whole year before I started, and this comment felt very backhanded. As it turns out, the feeling was correct. My partner's friend, the DM's girlfriend, told my partner that they thought it was weird and kind of cringe that I was being paid to DM with such little experience. And not only that, but practically campaigning for more money. I felt hurt by this, as I didn't seek out this opportunity. It was offered to me and I accepted. I put as much time and effort into my games as any DM, probably more than many, so why don't I deserve to be fairly compensated by people willing to pay? Am I the asshole here?
Fucking hell. This is a tough one. So, the thing is, right, I think that your friend is an asshole for being like, you're not experienced enough to DM, and I think it's kind of cringe that you think you are. It's like...
Yeah, and if you're calling your friends cringe... That's real. That's
kind of cringe.
That's kind of cringe.
Kind of cringe.
Kind of cringe of you to call your friends cringe.
Like, the thing is, the person offered this person the position,
yes,
clearly understanding how they DM and knowing how much experience they have, and if they've ran a cafe with other DMs in there, they know the level of DM that is needed to run a game.
Yeah, exactly.
So if they look at you and say, you don't have to be, because the thing is, so many people think you have to be Matt Mercer to professionally DM.
Yeah.
And I know I'm just using Matt Mercer. Doesn't have, like, just... Matt Mercer is just an example. You have to be like as good as like Brennan Lee Mulligan.
Yeah.
Matt Mercer.
Yeah, I know.
To DM. It's like,
no,
that's
absolutely
not the case.
Like, as long as people are having fun.
As long as people are getting
that's all that matters.
If you come in and you pay $5, if you pay $2, if you pay $10 and you come away and you've had a great time and you think it's worth it, then the DM is qualified enough.
Yeah.
Like,
agreed. No, I fully agree.
Like,
I fully agree.
The thing is, you go to the cinema to be entertained.
Yeah.
You go to D&D to be entertained.
Yeah.
If you are a brand new person and you just want a good experience where you know it's probably going to be safe and the DM's going to put in like at least some preparation work,
no, agreed. I agree.
Then, why not?
Yeah,
why not?
I
just don't understand why not.
I'm a firm believer of mind your own fucking business.
Yeah, 100%.
Like, this person, so Sir Mix-a-Little, his friend approached him, said, "Would you like this gig?" Said yes. They've been doing it for, I think, a year, they've said now. Or maybe 6 months. Pardon me, 6 months. And they're going, okay, well, I'm going to try and campaign for myself to get more money. I don't think it's anyone's fucking business, apart between Sir Mix-a-Little, the cafe owner, no one else's fucking business what they decide upon. Do you know what I mean? And I think maybe I'm speaking from a place of like running a small business and not you know, having to advocate for ourselves and the prices that we do and everything like that. It's no one's business. It doesn't matter if your friends think you cringe and your friends don't think that you have enough experience, because it's not them. They weren't asked, you were asked.
It's like that is just, that comment is coming from a place of pure insecurity
and projecting, and honestly.
Like you're nervous that you wouldn't be good enough, but this person's just taken the chance and they've been great, and I think that's coming from like a place of like, I even maybe want to do it, but I'm too scared to do it, and I can't believe you do it.
I feel like it's the making the martyr of yourself, being like, no, I could never. I'm far too inexperienced. Knowing that they have more experience than you
now,
that couldn't be anything more than a jab.
Yeah,
in my I'm paranoid. I'm aware of
that. That's cringe.
Yeah,
that's cringe.
And listen, we are in the stages of late stage capitalism. Yes. Say it with me. Everything is about money. The whole world revolves around money. Everyone cares about how much everyone's getting paid.
Everybody wants a piece of your pie.
Everyone wants a piece of your pie.
All the time.
Yeah.
Every second of the day, somebody wants some money from you for something.
And as well as that, because we as like the public are in the stages of late stage capitalism, we've grown up our whole lives being told by companies, you have to work really hard to deserve the money you have.
Yeah.
And you get what you're given and you deal with what you're given. And it's not your friend's fault that they have this opinion because they've been told it their whole lives, but they probably feel hard done to at the fact that they're like, you're already being given money. You don't need any more. That's greedy of you. No. If you work for something and you work hard and you spend your own money on something and you know that you're worth more, you need to ask for the money because no one's going to give it to you.
Like the only thing is, so like, I don't think the cafe asks this person. I don't think the cafe would. I don't know, so I'm just speculating here. I don't think the cafe would ask this person to buy stuff for maps and buy stuff for minis.
No.
So the thing is, coffee shops and like independently owned,
especially independent ones.
Independent games cafes probably don't make much money.
Yeah.
So the thing is, I understand. Like, you probably put in a lot of effort, so you understand that you probably...
Of course.
And understanding your worth is a good thing.
Of course.
But cafes probably don't have the money to give you.
Agreed. Agreed.
And that's not your problem or their problem.
That's no one's fault. That's just how it is.
That's just fucking late-stage capitalism.
Yeah.
Because, like, a coffee shop, like, that probably does great things and, like, provides a safe space for... probably quite very socially awkward people to come and play games and find a safe space to like find similar people with similar interests is never going to be at the top of the capitalist pigs list of things that, you know, should get funding breaks and stuff like that. So they aren't going to make a lot of money.
Agreed.
They aren't going to be able to charge a lot.
Agreed.
So like the thing is, I understand that you probably need more money because of all the things you're spending.
Exactly.
But I don't know if they're the people that should
like,
give it to you because they probably don't have any.
You know, you're asking you, the arsehole, for wanting to be paid more. No.
Never.
There's nothing. No. Absolutely never.
Every single fucking person on this earth deserves a pay rise.
Oh my God,
like,
100%.
The cost of living and the fucking, it's just disgusting. And like minimum wage is just pathetic.
Yeah. And I would say so Mix-a-Little, have the conversation with your mutual who owns the cafe.
Yeah.
Like, you know, have the honest conversation with them. If they can, they will. I'm certain of it. Like, and that is no one else's business.
And if anybody else gets fucking upset, then tell them to fucking get the nose out.
Your friends who were concerned with you campaigning for more money, that's none of their fucking business.
It's just fucking jealous and insecurity.
That's all it is. That's simply them projecting. And are they really your friends if they think you're not deserving of
some money?
Ask yourself that.
Putting in time, like, why is like professional DMing can be a job? Like anything where you put your time and effort in can be a job. And if people want to pay you, then fair enough.
And Yeah, to be honest, it's no one else's business apart from you, the cafe, and then the people you DM for. Do the people you DM for enjoy it? Do they come back? Do they pay? Well, there you go.
Then you're doing a good job.
You know what I mean? There you go.
Yeah. Not the asshole.
No! Oh my god. No, not the asshole.
Not the asshole.
Not the asshole at all. No.
I don't even think the coffee shops.
No, God, no.
The
I
only
don't
person
think
who's
no.
an asshole in the situation is
your friends for sticking their fucking noses in. Tell them to back off.
Back off.
Oh, I'm on one. You know what? I was upset. Now I'm angry.
Now I'm angry.
So, this next one. I hope that helps mix a little.
Yes.
This next one. This has been sent in by Anonymous, and she goes by she, her.
Thank you, Anonymous, she, her.
Thank you, Anonymous, she, her. Am I the arsehole for telling the other players my character isn't their personal therapist? So I am in one game with 3 other players and a DM, and I've loved it for the most part, but I have one issue. My character is a human cleric, and we have an elven fighter, an orc ranger, and a human druid. The cleric is the only stable party member, and they're the only one with any clue when it comes to appropriate behaviour. Of the other 3 party members, one is a hermit, and the other 2 come from separate isolated tribes, with no clue how civilization we currently in runs. We are currently in runs.
The society that we are currently in runs. Yeah.
My cleric, however, comes from an established religious institution, so though my original plan was to play them as introverted and a little meek, they've become the person who is the face. No one has high charisma, and also the one who often has to keep the party focused. But the real issue is that both the players and their characters interpret the cleric's calm demeanour as a green light to vent their emotions at them. The fighter is 90, not yet an adult in elven years, so their player has them act like a teenager who has some trauma after losing their parents and is all rebellious and angsty. The ranger is an alcoholic, and the druid suffers from PTSD, and they all trauma dump on my character. When I ask the player who runs the fighter out of game why their character always seems upset and angry with mine and keeps having emotional outbursts over the littlest things, they told me it's because they see my character as a substitute parent and makes them feel safe. I've asked them to tone it down, but they didn't. Likewise, the ranger is drunk crying at me at what seems like every other session, and the druid is calmer, but they're useless at interacting with NPCs. The entire group started complaining that my character kept avoiding emotional interactions and wasn't bonding, so I told them straight up that it's because every time they talk about anything not mission related, it ends up with them consoling or parenting the rest of the party, and I wasn't interested in playing a therapist, and that they couldn't continue to use my character as one. Now they barely interact with me at all, and I've received some comments about me controlling other people's role-playing. So am I the asshole?
Goodness gracious
me.
Goodness gracious me. I mean, look, at the end of the day, if you're not enjoying it, you're not enjoying it.
Yeah, like
you can't force yourself to enjoy that situation. Like,
no.
If people are just coming to you, it's like, I know it's not real trauma dumping and stuff like that, and it's like in role-play game trauma dumping, but it can still become exhausting. It's still exhausting.
It's still exhausting,
like,
definitely.
If you just wanted to like turn up and do the quests and have fun, and everyone's just like dumping all their character baggage on you, and you're just like,
I know.
Like,
and
that can become a lot, like, for you as a person as well.
And I know, Anonymous, you haven't said anything about like your triggers or if this triggers you, but something like an alcoholic would trigger me.
Can definitely trigger people.
So, like things like that, and then the losing the parents and the trauma that would trigger me as well.
Yeah.
It's things like that would like mess me up, even though it was in character. And I think you're right. I think they don't understand like the lines here. Yeah. But is that because maybe you haven't had a session 0?
Maybe you didn't talk about like safety tools.
Yeah, did
or,
you
like,
not talk about this
people?
stuff?
Because like like alcoholism and like losing family members can be triggering for, I would imagine,
the majority of people.
A lot of people. Like a lot of people have like recently or just in the past lost a family member, and that sticks with you for your entire life.
Yeah, forever.
Like your entire life. So that's just not going to go away. So like maybe they didn't know, and they don't know why maybe you're not having a good time if this has ever happened to you. But even if you've not been through any of these things and none of these things are a trigger for you, it can still be exhausting.
And you know what the thing is, Anonymous has said, like, out of character, they were like, why is your character avoiding talking to us? And then they said, it's because it always ends up like this, and I don't want to be a therapist. So now they're just
not
ignoring
talking
her.
Like, that's just unfair.
Yeah, like, honestly, OP, I don't necessarily know if anyone is the asshole here. I don't think you're an asshole. I don't think they're an asshole. I think you just want different things from the game, maybe.
I think you've been set up to fail, sadly.
Yeah. And trauma dumping is a real thing, by the way.
It's a real thing. It's a very, very, very real thing.
Yeah,
and I think the thing is, if you don't have a session 0, like, you can stamp this out very early, been like, I don't like trauma dumping.
Yeah. Like, I don't, like, for whatever reason, you can't handle it, you don't like it, you're not interested in it.
Because then it doesn't happen, but the thing is, you haven't had that, it's happened, you've then realised you don't
totally.
like it.
So like, yeah.
But now it's too late.
Yeah.
So maybe you can, like, I think for this, it's like, you either re-session 0, like, your DM should probably be...
Yeah, where does your DM stand with this as well? Like,
does your DM understand what's going on? Does your DM understand, like, what you're feeling? I would maybe go to your Dungeon Master and be like, I voiced it, but can we just have a session 0 and be like, we don't do this anymore?
Yeah. And, you know, the fact that you've asked them to tone it down as well.
And now they just won't talk to you.
Yeah, I think, again, I think there's obviously a miscommunication between people's expectations here.
Yeah.
And it's sad because you say you've had a really great time with them apart from this one thing. Like, is it the role play? Is it because it's a heavy role play and they're trying to role play with you? Like,
are you happy with role play? It's just this sort of these topics?
Yeah. I think this is a shit situation. I know this isn't an advice episode either, but no, I don't think you're the asshole. You've clearly said, I don't like this, please tone it down, and they haven't, and now they're not interacting with you. And I don't understand the comments about controlling other people's role play. You can just not take part. Like, they can just role play with one another. You don't have to take part.
Why don't they just do this with each other?
Yeah.
Clearly they all want to do it.
Yeah, that's it.
So why don't they just, like, do this with each other and not with you?
Yeah. I really think talk to your DM.
I think talk to your
DM and tell them. And the thing is, how many times do you have to tell someone and they don't get it before?
Like, if this is the thing, you've already told them. But maybe if it comes from the Dungeon Master, it might hit a little different.
Yeah, true.
Because sometimes that can be the case. Yeah. Like, you know, the Dungeon Master has, you know, an element of authority at the table. But and
you know, also, the Ranger is drunk crying at me every other session. That's exhausting. That's exhausting.
See, this is the thing. I can totally understand why this would, even if you didn't have any triggers, and even if this wasn't
exhausting,
like, triggering for you, it's just exhausting.
And, you know, if you come to the game to do a certain thing, and then you're having to role play someone, like, drunkenly crying at you, like,
if you just want to come and just, like, smash some goblins about and play, like, and this is what you're getting. If you just want
to, you know, stick to the story and do their stuff. Like, see, I would love someone drunkenly crying at me every other session. You know, I would like that. Yeah, I think I would. I would like that. You know, there's a lot of in-depth talking of feelings, you know? But I wouldn't like the trauma dumping. I simply wouldn't. So I understand it. It's frustrating in real life and it's frustrating in game.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry, OP. I'm
sorry, OP. Well, I think you should talk to
you're not.
You're
not the asshole.
About your feelings.
I don't think you're the asshole.
No, I don't think you're the
especially because you've made your boundaries very clear.
And they now just refuse to talk to you.
Now
it's like we can talk about literally anything else, but they just choose not to, which is annoying.
Yeah. Sorry, OP. All right,
get a fucking re-session 0 done.
Yeah. These are all from the Reddit.
Oh, let's go.
These are all Reddit ones.
This is where it stinks.
This is where it gets stinky. Stinky. So, am I the arsehole for killing one of my PCs?
Okay.
So, I am DMing my first campaign for some friends of mine. Last night, we had our first character death. He was killed in an ambush. For some backstory, the party consisted of V, a wizard, May, a cleric, Neb, a rogue, and Nark, a fighter. The party had learned some information about the local town and decided to make a plan for the next day. V, the wizard, took lead and decided the party would split up. He will go alone to investigate a local manor, while the rest of the party talk to locals. Neb, the rogue, realizing the bad plan, decided to tag along with V instead. Finally, the next morning comes and the party splits up. V and Neb are ambushed and outnumbered 2-1. V takes the damage and abandoned Neb while Neb was at 1 HP. 2 of the ambushers followed V and sliced him down.
No, not
sliced him down, leading to his character dying. While the other 2 kept chasing Neb, but Neb escaped by hiding from the ambushers and succeeding on high stealth rolls after the session ended. I apologized to the player of V for the loss of his character, but he was mad, saying that I should pay more attention to character health and not just chase the PCs. I told him that I had already lowered the amount of ambushes to 6-4. making the encounter easier and more fair. I also told him that character death is just a part of the game, and if he can't handle losing a character, he shouldn't be playing in a campaign that has combat in it. Edit. These bandits are known for killing people and not taking hostage. Adding this because so many people keep telling me I could have taken them hostage and not killed him. So I need to know because I've been wondering, am I in the wrong? Am I the arsehole for killing V?
Okay.
I think there is some things you're an arsehole for.
So, that comment.
The comment, you shouldn't be playing in a campaign that has combat if you don't want to lose a character.
Okay.
That's every D&D game.
Like, 99% of D&D games have an element of combat, and people still don't die. People just have it so they can roll dice and stomp stuff.
Yeah.
Death's never an option. We can always bring them back.
Yeah,
and you know,
and
that's fine.
I hate the insinuation of if you can't handle a combat, you shouldn't be playing a campaign with combat.
No.
If you can't handle character death, even.
Yeah, if you you need to speak to your PCs before the game starts and say death is a very real thing in this campaign.
Yeah.
And if you are in a situation where you're going to die,
yeah.
I will kill you.
Yep.
And if they go, well, I don't ever want to lose a character, then you either come to the compromise of, well, there's always a way to bring someone back, or
you don't play in the game.
Or you don't play this game.
Yeah.
But I feel like you haven't done that before this.
Totally. And then the characters died. And, the thing is, V being like, you should be paying more attention to character health and not chasing the PCs, like...
Bruh.
Listen,
a Dungeon Master's got 4,000 million things at one time to be thinking about.
The DM has far too many things to be worrying about, and
counting your HP.
Yeah, I know, and to not chase PCs. I feel like this is a really. I mean, I guess the question is, are they the arsehole for killing V?
No,
I think,
but it depends. If they've had the conversation that death is a possibility in the campaign, then absolutely not.
Yeah. Agreed,
and
agreed.
If the fucking bandits would kill, then the bandits would kill. Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah. See, I don't know. Because I'm not a DM, I'm kind of on a different side of this, and it's like you could have just not killed them. Like,
but why?
True. Yeah. Why? Especially if they're killers.
Like if they're killers and they're known for killing,
Yeah.
and they've literally said they're known for killing, and then the character's in a position where they're about to die.
Yeah.
The bad guys aren't just going to be like, no, not this time.
Yeah. True.
Like,
You're right.
I mean? Like,
you're right.
If a bad guy's going to kill you, a bad guy's going to kill you.
True.
But the thing is, if you haven't prepared your characters, your players for death to happen, then that's your fault.
Agreed. And listen, this is what happens when you split the pie. I don't want to say that this is what happens when you split the party.
Splitting the party is never a good shout, in my opinion.
See, I feel like there is some instances in which it's okay.
Yeah,
I do think that there is.
In a shopping session in town where we want to get some stuff done and we don't, I get it, but if you are breaking into somewhere...
If you're breaking into a local manor, you if you're doing something like that, you can't...
Like, sending a few people is always a terrible idea.
Yeah, I know. Sending the wizard.
The wizard.
I know, sending the wizard.
I mean, like invisibility.
True. And they did have the rope them, but I think I don't really know where I fall on this.
I fall on,
to be honest.
It's simple. It's simple for me for this one.
Yeah.
If you've prepped your characters that death is a very real thing, not the arsehole.
Yep.
If you haven't done that, you're the arsehole.
Yeah, and again, I think the attitude of you shouldn't be playing the game stinks.
You shouldn't be playing in the game with combat if you don't want your character to die. It's just a stupid thing to say.
That's like you shouldn't cross the road if you're scared of getting hit by a car.
Yeah,
like stinks.
It's just a fucking stupid thing to say. Like you can have combat and not have the threat of dying.
Yeah,
and there's many
totally.
games out there that work like that. I know that's hard to believe for some of you, but that is very much a very real thing.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, no, I agree.
I would never do that. Like, the fear of death is what drives me.
True.
To play Dungeons and Dragons.
True.
Like, the fact that it could all go wrong.
Yeah.
Love it. Live for it. And I understand that some people don't play like that.
Yeah.
But as long as everyone is informed.
I agree. I completely agree. I would need some more context to that. But yeah, no, I think this was just a bad situation. I don't necessarily know if anyone's really the arsehole here. I just think that was an arsehole-y thing to say.
Arsehole-y thing to say, but arsehole if no you didn't say, and not the arsehole if you did say. There is my decree.
And also the player being like, you should pay more attention to characters' HP. Shut up.
Shut up, man. Like, fucking hell. You sit behind the DM screen and try and keep the track of everyone's health at the same time. Do you fucking understand how hard that would be?
I know. Oh my
Clearly
god.
Clearly you don't, because that's why you're saying
I
stupid
know.
things like that.
I know. Even in a party of 4 like what we have, if you had to track all of our HP...
Whilst tracking all of my monsters' HP and all of their abilities and the battle map, and if there was fucking layer actions, legendary resistances...
Impossible. It'd be impossible.
Think I'm going to track your HP as well?
Impossible. No way.
You're a fucking idiot.
Yeah, no way. All right, this next one. What does PBP mean?
PBP?
Yeah.
Don't know. Let's Google it. Let's give it a Google.
PBP. Well, let me give you context. DM abandoning PBP game mid-combat. But am I the arsehole? Help. PBP. Play by... paper?
Play by post.
Play by post. So like a Discord, like a text-based thing.
Yeah. I imagine
Got you. So yeah, DM abandoning play by post game mid-combat. But am I the arsehole? Help. I could have just read it and it would have told me what PBP means. Yeah, honestly it does. For some context, I have been playing in a play-by-post campaign for the past 3 months. The first 2 months were amazing. I know people say PBP starts strong then mellows out, and it did. That's okay and normal. It's a RP-heavy, drama-based campaign with lots of very responsible, considerate players who are having the time of their lives.
Awesome!
Because it's so roleplay-heavy, we've made rules and norms for PC interactions without the DM needing to be there. No PvP without the DM oversight. Posting the too long didn't read thread once in a while. Request the DM/players if needed for roleplay or otherwise. And don't pressure people to post because life comes first. And then things took a turn. We had a huge twist, where essentially there was an assassin/infiltrator NPC who killed the king, and then after we thought he was gone, reappeared and killed a group of PCs. Roll initiative. So cool. A bunch of PCs heard the kerfuffle and started running to join after a round of combat. Even cooler! And then it stopped. Our DM has slowed to posting 1 to 2 things per week, if that. She went 10 days without even making a single wisdom save, bringing all action on the server to a halt. Every time she appears, she makes an excuse as to why she wasn't available. Promises to post in a few hours / that night, and then nothing. It has been 4 weeks on a single encounter, and half of us haven't even had a turn because we're not on the initiative count. Basically, we're in slow-mo running to get there. Still. A week ago, DM finally appeared to post 3 times. The entire combat resumed, people got excited, and we went through half of the initiative in a day. Some of us finally got to actually roll initiative. Now an NPC is up in the initiative. And it's been another week waiting for the DM. Everyone is trying really hard to be considerate, kind, and patient, and here is everything that we have done so far. 1. They haven't said 1, there was bullet points.
Yeah.
I sent 1 message ages ago, just kindly asking if there's anything we can do to help. She never replied, just gave me one of these. The thumbs up. 2. We post funny GIFs to try and lure our DM back. 3. The server people hang out independently, playing games, streaming, just trying to stay connected. 4. We talk character building and what-ifs because we miss playing. 5. A few of us have messaged her privately, including myself. And 6. A few others have chatted privately, but were basically the conclusion of, yeah, she must be busy, let's just wait. Am I the arsehole for being pissed off? It would be one thing if everyone took their time to post, but the rest of the players usually post responses within a day or 2 at the most. I feel it is irritating at best, inconsiderate and disrespectful at worst, to simply abandon a game that you are supposed to be running. Not only that, but to do so in a way that means no one can participate until you act.
Participate.
I am clearly seeking some validation, but more importantly, I come seeking help. I don't want to get this game to die. I don't want to let this game die, and I know many people in the server don't want that to happen either. However, I do not want to get kicked off the server for pressuring people to post. What do? Should I message her again? Should I passively send her memes and art in hopes of attention? Bring it up in the community chats so we acknowledge the elephant in the room? Ask her if she'd like some co-DMs to take the pressure off? Or just continue in silence, accepting that this is just the way things go?
I feel like you said something at the beginning that contradicts everything that you're saying.
What's that? Life comes first.
Life comes first.
Agreed.
It's like, life comes first, and it's like, why isn't this Dungeon Master posting? It's like, if you are like, clearly this Dungeon Master's got some stuff going on.
Obviously, very clearly.
Or they have just lost interest.
Yeah.
And that happens too.
Yeah.
And, if somebody loses interest, they should probably just say, I've lost interest.
They absolutely should say.
But you don't know that for sure, so you can't make somebody say that. They might just have all sorts going on. I just think if you're so bothered about playing D&D, and you're all committed to doing it, why don't you just do something in the meantime?
I know, and like if you're all happy to step it in co-DM as well. Do you know what I mean? Like just start something new and make it so clear to the DM, like, hey, like, take your time.
Take your time. You got stuff going on.
No pressure. Take your time.
We're gonna do this.
In the meantime, we're gonna do this thing. You are welcome to join if you want to, and when you're ready to come back, we'll come back to this. I think. The act of passively sending memes, being like trying to reel her in, and like chatting and being like, "What if?" Like that probably makes her feel worse.
Probably makes her feel.
That probably makes her feel more terrible.
Yeah.
And like, yes, there is something to be said. She should have said something.
Yeah.
But then again, you never know what someone's going through. You never know the situation. And it sounds like she's tried to come back and do a few things.
It's not just been right.
I don't think you're the asshole for being pissed off. I don't think you are at all.
That's just a natural feeling.
Yeah, of course.
Of wanting to do something and it being really exciting and then it having taken away from you. That's just a natural feeling.
Of course. And, I think the sending things to get attention is wrong. I don't think you should do that. That feels passive aggressive to me.
Like, just checking in is better than that.
Totally.
Just being like, hope you're okay. Hope you don't have too much going on, and if you do, I hope it gets all sorted out.
Totally.
And we're here for you. If not, like, that's better than being like, here's a meme.
Yeah, I know, and that's very passive aggressive. I really think you can't force someone to do something.
And you said that yourself.
Yeah, you can't force anyone to do anything. So I think the best solution here, right, is just do something separate. Make it so clear to her she's welcome to be involved. Yeah. You're happy to go back to it when you do, but in the meantime, you just want to keep things going. Yeah. And that's better than sitting around and just passively aggressively being like, what if this happened? And sending all these messages. And
that must be annoying.
Yeah,
the Dungeon Master.
Agreed. I feel like, this is a little bit entitled. Yeah. Like being like, we're all having an amazing time. This is so good. I don't want it to die and I don't want to get kicked out of the server. I'm not going to let this game die. And it's like, sometimes you don't have a choice and you can't force people to do anything they don't want to do.
You can't.
And
trying to is not a good way to do it.
I fully understand it's really hard to be considerate, kind, and patient. Mm-hmm. I understand that's hard and that takes effort to be, especially when you're frustrated. But just try and extend that as far as you can and start something else.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I actually don't think anyone's the arsehole. I think your OP is definitely verging on being the arsehole here.
OP is the most arsehole here.
Yeah, agreed.
But at the same time, those having something that you're really excited for.
I know, and having it go.
I know. Sucks, and having
feels terrible.
Having all of those feelings isn't wrong.
No, God, no.
Like, trying to force it to happen is wrong. Because you said yourself, life comes first. Yeah. You're saying that and not following it up.
Yeah, totally.
So you should just fucking start your own thing.
Start something else.
Start your own fucking
Start something
thing.
else.
Nah.
Yeah, totally.
I do think OP is the asshole here, actually.
I think no one's the asshole. I think definitely. If it went further, yeah.
I think OP is the asshole.
What do you guys think?
I think OP is the asshole.
What do you reckon? I need to know.
Tell me what you think.
Tell me what you
think.
Is
OP the asshole or is nobody the asshole?
I think just be gentle with people. Just
be patient.
And you can't force someone to do something.
No, you can't.
You simply can't.
You just can't.
And no matter how much of an amazing time you were having, and it looked like they were having, you never know what someone's going through. So just be gentle with everyone. All right?
Yeah.
All right. Next one. I don't know what number we're on. 5?
5, yeah. It is number 5. Well
done.
Oh
my God. Number 5. The title is, you ever see that joke in some shows and movies where they think they found gold coins, but it turns out to be chocolate candy with gold wrapping?
Yeah.
So the group was hired to take out some bandits, or at least retrieve the loot that they stole from their latest raid. They were promised 1/10 of the product's worth upon retrieval, a pretty good payday for them. They tracked down the bandits to their hideout and took care of most of them. Some ran away not wanting to die and they let them go. They go to search the hideout and they find this chest about the size of a shoebox. Inside, it was filled to the brim with what they assumed was gold coins.
Oh.
Not only did they not question that they were told to retrieve a crate of goods that was much bigger and heavier, they didn't even take note when I told them it only weighed 5 pounds. 5 pounds is a lot, though, right?
Not for a chest of gold, it's not.
Oh. Well, no, yeah, for a chest of gold, surely that's really heavy.
Let's have a chest of gold, 5 pounds.
Yeah, 5 pounds. That's like half a stone, pretty
English.
much. Yeah, I know. Sorry, I know. This is English. I like, search what weighs 5 pounds.
Yeah. A ream of paper. A bag of flour.
Heavy.
10 rolls of quartz. 160 double stuffed Oreos.
Not that heavy, I guess.
2.5 12-inch pizzas. You think picking up a chest of gold would weigh the same as 2.5 12-inch pizzas?
Yeah. No.
A chest of gold?
Yeah.
A chest full of gold?
Yeah.
A chest full of gold?
Yeah.
Equaling the same weight as 2.5 12-inch pizzas?
Yes.
You could quite easily carry 2.5 12-inch pizzas.
I could.
You could not. You could not. Yeah. You could not quite easily pick up an entire chest of gold.
I could. No, I see what you're saying.
Yeah,
I get
yeah,
you.
yeah.
I get
There's
what
no
you're
way,
saying.
no.
I get what you're saying.
There you go.
I can't perceive things.
6 pairs of jeans. Okay?
Dude, have you had jeans are heavy.
Yeah. No, but the thing is, 5 pounds isn't like the lightest thing, but 5 pairs of jeans and an entire chest of gold.
5 pairs in a chest. That's heavy. That's heavy.
A bag of flour.
Well, listen. How big is a bag? It could be as big as me. It could be this big.
Look.
Listen.
Look.
Go on.
Let me keep going.
Go on. Go on. Give me your examples. What's 5 pounds heavy as? Huh?
A blow dryer.
I did not think you were going to go there. No way.
Yeah.
No, not a chance.
2 memory foam pillows.
Heavy. Memory foam? Memory foam's thick.
4 3-wick candles.
Oh. Well, no.
But a chest of gold.
Yeah.
An entire chest filled of
Didn't they say the
gold.
chest was 5 inches?
5 pounds. That's why we're talking about pounds.
Okay.
An entire chest.
Yeah.
And a chest. You know what a chest is, yeah?
Yes.
Like a treasure chest.
Yes.
A chest full of money.
Yeah, but it could be like this big. It could be a small chest.
It could be, but it's not.
How do you know?
Because
I need exact dimensions.
The whole point is, it's a chest of gold that only weighs 5 pounds. They're saying it because it's like, it shouldn't weigh that much.
Okay. Magical money. Anyway.
Yeah.
Okay. I would listen, Jack. If you said that, I would have been like, sounds right. Sounds good. The crate of goods they were supposed to retrieve was 10 feet to the left of this shoebox.
Shoebox?
Shoebox.
A shoebox?
A shoebox. They found a shoebox that weighed 5 pounds of gold.
Okay. That does change it.
It does change it. I should have just read a little bit more.
Okay.
I even told them that it was that. Do you want me to go from the beginning with this? Because I fucked this up so bad.
You haven't fucked this up.
Okay. Yeah, they listen, they go to search the hideout and they find this chest about the size of a shoebox.
Okay.
Inside, it was filled to the brim with what they assumed was gold coins.
Mm-hmm. That's still going to be quite heavy.
Yeah, super heavy. For a shoebox.
Yeah.
Not only did they not question that they were told to retrieve a crate of goods that was much bigger and heavier, they didn't even take note when I told them it only weighed 5 pounds.
Yeah, so it should weigh more than that.
Yeah.
So that's
okay.
That's the crack.
Okay.
Yeah.
The crate of goods they were supposed to retrieve was 10 feet to the left of this shoebox. I even told them it was there, but they were fixed on this box of gold coins. Guess which one they took? As they were leaving, in a moment of role-playing genius, the party decided it would probably be best to destroy this hideout so it can't be used again by bandits. The hideout was an abandoned mine several hours away from town. There were a series of damaging support beams and tying ropes to them, as well as the wizard's newly learned fireball spell. They collapsed the mine.
Yeah.
They brought their box of gold coins to the company that hired them.
Okay.
They were not happy with the party and demanded to know where the crate of their goods were. At this point, I had 4 pairs of stunned eyes on me, mostly because they were not elated to get so much gold back. One of them pointed this out. The merchant picked up one of the coins, peeled it, and ate it. They were really not happy about this. One of them asked if at least some of them were real, but no, it was a whole chest of chocolate coins. This was supposed to be a quick gag for fun, but now they're mad at me. Am I the asshole?
So what happened was they went in and they just picked up the wrong thing.
Yeah, they picked up the wrong thing.
And because they didn't listen to the description of what the DM told them,
yeah,
they just picked up the wrong thing.
They just picked up the wrong thing. Yeah. Listen, I have doo-doo player brain.
Oh,
right?
God, that's tough.
I have doo-doo player brain. We would do something like this. I am telling you right now, and I know a party. Listen, think about it. We would do the same thing. We would absolutely. Yeah.
Nah, I don't think
I think we would.
I don't think you would.
I'd see a shoebox full of gold coins that weighs £5, and I'd be like, that tracks.
Even though I told you it was way bigger than that.
The thing is, did you? Like, do you know what I mean? I feel like I think it's two things have happened here, right? One of two things have happened here, a mix of both. The DM hasn't been explicit in what they needed to get.
Okay.
And they knew that this was a gag and they were kind of going along with the gag a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Or the players were so dumbfounded by the box of gold, they just were too excited and stopped listening.
Okay.
What do you think?
So the thing is, we don't know which one of those two is happening.
We don't know.
I think they've not listened.
I also think it's an element of both.
I think
right?
it might be an element of both.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know, in this situation, would I try be like, you do realize this isn't the one that you're looking for? Because I don't think I would ever pull a chocolate coin gag on you guys. I don't know. I feel like the DM is a little bit of the asshole here.
Yeah, I feel well, the thing is, though, OP says it was just to be a quick gag for fun. Like, it was just supposed to be a bit of fun.
But, you know, if they all get excited about loads of gold.
I know, and I think this is the problem, right? Like, this is where a quick gag for fun can cross into DM versus player, and like the DM pulling one over the player's eyes. But I think because we don't have the context as to like what the descriptions were, how much the DM was like. It sounds though like the DM is like, it's £5. Yeah,
it's not very heavy.
Yeah.
And they're like, no.
Yeah. We're going to burn the mine down.
Let's burn it down.
Yeah, and you know what? I think it all depends really, genuinely.
On what the description was.
And I think, you know, regardless of that, the reaction from like the NPCs, do you know what I mean? Like, did the NPCs then try to kill him?
Smoke him like real hard.
Do you know what I mean? Like, what are the repercussions of it?
Now you owe us money.
Because, you know, if it's a fun gag, you can't have the repercussions be too serious, right? And it doesn't sound like they were.
Yeah.
I don't know. Because I don't
think it's enough to be an asshole.
No, I don't think so.
I
don't think so. I think that's just kind of funny.
And maybe your players do be a little bit dumb.
Yeah, a little bit dumb. And you know what? I think maybe you've learned from this.
Yeah, maybe I feel like maybe these aren't the players to do that.
Yeah. Maybe they don't. You know, I get it though. I get it. I can genuinely see all sides of this. Being frustrated and thinking the DM's tricked you.
Yeah.
Being the DM and being like, why are they being so dumb?
Why are they doing so dumb? It would just...
Why are they not finding it funny? I get it. And then the players being like, well, that feels very...
If we've just wasted an entire session on that.
Oh, I know. I'd be fucking pissed.
I would be
pissed off. But I would also do this. I would do this. Yeah, I would.
To your players?
No. I would. Yeah.
No, I don't think you would.
I think I would.
You're too thorough.
I am thorough, actually.
When it comes to like searching... I think you're very thorough.
True, we are thorough.
You don't like to be like have left anything behind. And there's so many times where there's nothing left, and you're like, I'm just gonna have one more look. I'm just gonna one more.
True, you're right.
I don't think you would do this.
We also get carried away though.
You also get carried away.
There's been many instances. One I can think of specifically where we just got carried away, did a big dumb thing. Yeah. Silly dummies.
Because
we got carried away. There's nothing you can do to stop us.
You can try.
You can try. I don't think anyone's the asshole.
4-slice toaster.
Yeah. What about it? 5, that's heavy.
And a shoebox full of gold?
Yeah.
A shoebox full of gold?
Yeah. Heavy.
Shoebox?
Yes.
Yeah. That's not as heavy as a shoebox full of gold.
No, probably not, actually.
That's what I'm telling you.
Yeah, probably not. Probably not.
A shoebox, like...
The thing is, yeah, you know what? I think I would hear that and I would be like, can I look at the coins? I would probably be like, can I look at the coins?
Like, to pick up a shoebox full of gold, it would be, like, really heavy. A shoebox full of gold pieces would be so heavy. Think about, like, pounds or, like, £2 coins here. Like, an entire shoebox full of them would weigh more than that 4-slice toaster.
Bet.
I don't know which side you're arguing for. Are you saying no, it wouldn't?
I don't know. I don't know. Who knows? No one knows. I can't perceive things in my mind's eye like that. I really can't. Do you remember ages ago, I was like, I can't look at a jar of sweets and guess how many are in there. I can't perceive anything like that. I can't. 6 pairs of jeans sounds really heavy to me.
I'm trying to find one.
Imagine trying to cram 6 pairs of jeans into the massive shoebox.
A bag of potatoes.
Heavy.
Yeah, heavy, but not as heavy as an entire shoebox filled of gold.
I don't know.
This is a losing battle.
What do you think? What do you reckon? Heavy?
Thank you, Emma DeFabio, for this article.
Thank you, Emma.
Household items that weigh 5 pounds.
Thank you so much, Emma. Thank you.
Okay.
So the next one, number 6.
Yes, number 6.
Number 6.
Number 6.
The title is Unfair DM or Uninspired Bard. This is half advice, half am I the arsehole for 5e. One of my players plays an eloquence bard. Their minimum persuasion and deception rolls based on certain class abilities is between 23 and 33 with a max of 33 or 43.
Mm-hmm.
That's fine. It's part of what they built their character around. My frustration is that the ease of the checks, which is they are basically impossible to fail, seems to stop the player from role-playing. They're perfectly capable of it with other characters, but treats this mechanic as an excuse to not try or not to engage. For a subclass, eloquence, based on the idea of flowery and passionate rhetoric, most of their persuasion checks amount to, you there, go do X, followed by a dice roll. Basically, the player role-plays the character like the actual words it says don't matter, just so as long as they suggest a course of action. It can take the wind out of the session's sails and detract from the tone of realism that the rest of the party leans towards. Is this a me problem? Am I just frustrated that they aren't playing the way I want them to, that their ability lets them do this? If not, what are some ways I can help this player re-engage with one of the core mechanics of their character?
Okay.
I feel like OP's maybe hit the nail on the head there a little bit. I think maybe I think they've said it best. Like, the DM's interpretation of an eloquence bard is a passionate and flowery bard, and you know, you're frustrated because they're not role playing that way.
And like, that's just expectations of D&D.
Yeah.
If I was to have an eloquence bard at my table, I would expect that. I wouldn't expect them to roleplay exactly how I think they're going to roleplay, because you can take an eloquence bard and play it 500 different ways.
Yeah.
But, you know, like, I do want my characters to roleplay.
I agree. And you know what? Especially if they're roleplaying amongst everything else and it's just this, they think it's just a free pass. Like, yeah, I can see where that would be annoying.
That would be annoying.
Like, I can see how it would be, but at the same time, you can't force someone to play in a certain way. And
no, you can't. But you can expect, you know, like, if you want your players to roleplay, and if you then just turn to somebody and went, you do this, it's like, they're not gonna do it. And it's
Agreed.
like, well, I've got a 33 persuasion. It's like, yeah, I know, but you just asked them to do something. That doesn't equate to what you've said.
Yeah, you know what? I think this whole conversation about persuasion checks, right? I do a lot of persuasion checks. I never ask to do them. I don't ever say, can I roll a persuasion check? I do it through the things I say to characters.
You allow your roleplay to lead what I ask for a check for.
So I guess the question is, do my words matter if I have a bad roll? Or does it not matter because my words are good? Because I said the right thing to that person at the right time?
What you say dictates what I ask for roll for.
Yeah.
And I know that people play this differently. A lot of people ask first, then they roll, and then if they roll a 1, they roleplay out a terrible roleplay situation, which is kind of funny.
Yeah.
And then if they roll a natural 20, they roleplay out a very good situation.
Yeah.
And like the DM responds in kind.
Yeah.
Like, and that's fine, but like, I think the thing is, for you and me, we do it the other way. You say something and I say, roll a persuasion check.
Yes.
And it's what you say indicates the roll. So if that's what this person's doing and they're just like, go over here and do this.
And then they roll.
And it's like, but I wouldn't even ask you for
I know, check. Because like sometimes
you aren't being persuasive.
Yeah, and like sometimes things are like just out of the realm of possibility, right? I mean, sometimes like you know, someone in the street could walk past me and go, you do that, and I fucking wouldn't.
There's no way. Like that's the thing. Yeah. Like, you probably just shouldn't. If they're indicating that they want a persuasion check, then just don't give them it because they haven't earned a persuasion check.
Yeah.
Telling somebody to do something isn't persuading someone.
Yeah.
Using your words and like being nice maybe and knowing that it's probably unlikely.
Like that's it. Like it, if I'm saying something persuasive and you say roll a persuasion check and let's say I said this is you know what, this is kind of completely unrelated and I can cut this out if not. Like
no, we're just chatting. This is what a podcast is for.
Yeah. No, it's for sitting here in silence.
Sitting here and
we podcasting yet? Sorry, Spotify listeners, that you probably were like, have I lost connection there?
Probably like checking your phone.
And we have what? So like a persuasion check. If I said something and it really spoke to the core of the character I was speaking to, the NPC, right?
Yeah, okay.
I've hit all of the things that you're like, yeah, actually, Rayla knows this character really well and is saying things that would convince this character. And then I rolled like a 10 on the dice. Would you lower the DC for it?
If you made a very convincing argument that spoke to the core of the person.
Like with my actual words.
Yeah, but it was still like unlikely. If using what you said and how you said it and the roleplay that you gave would dictate what if it's going to be persuasion, deception, whatever, intimidation, whatever it's going to be, and also what the DC is going to be.
Yeah,
so if you've made a very good argument, then the DC will be low.
Right, got you. But if I'm, if I was just like, you there, go do this,
then it's going to be
impossible, right?
You're going to have a persuasion check, but it's going to be a fucking
DC
50.
Because
who the fuck is going to say yes?
Yeah.
Like, you can just, if they ask in a very rude way, then you can just up the DC because it's like, and you can say that out loud.
That's
like,
it.
That wasn't very nice. So the DC is going to be pretty high, but you can roll.
That's it. Like,
but the problem is this person can get between the 33
I
and the 43.
I know. Sorry, took it off a little bit off topic.
No,
there,
that was on topic. So I would say, you are not the asshole.
Oh no. I think maybe you've hit the nail on the head a little bit, OP. I think maybe you are projecting a little bit about what you expect, but at the same time, I understand why you're sat there going, well, they roleplay with everyone else and they're happy to take part, but
is that what it says?
Yeah. They roleplay the character with actual. Oh no, sorry. Hold on. No, yeah, they're perfectly capable of it with this character. Maybe they didn't say that. I don't know. Basically, the player role plays the character like the actual words they say don't matter, just as long as they suggest a course of action. I don't know. Maybe
maybe they're just like asking for a persuasion check, but then not actually saying anything particularly persuasive. This is the thing. It's like at my table, like the way that we play and the way we've become accustomed to playing and what we like is a heavy roleplay game. So if you come in and like, I tell this person to do this, it's like, I'm probably not even going to give you a persuasion check. They're just going to say no because you haven't been persuasive. Yeah. Like, but that's because we let roleplay lead what we roll.
And I guess is there situations where, we don't even have to roll a persuasion check. They'll just go, yeah, okay.
Yeah. I mean, if they were maybe teetering on the edge of doing it and you say something persuasive, then I'm fine with you just being able to, like, not everything needs a roll in D&D. And I think I've learned that as I've gone along.
Yeah.
Like, sometimes at the beginning I was like, oh, they're being persuasive, I'll let them roll a persuasion check. And, if you've got a massive mod in persuasion, you're probably like, yeah, awesome, I can't wait. That's what I've made my character for. But sometimes there's not actually a need.
Yeah, agreed. But, this is the complete opposite of it.
This is the complete opposite. Like, like, you haven't been persuasive at all, but you want something.
Yeah. And you have a good mod, so you're just going to do it.
You have a good mod, so you're just sort of like, you're basically asking for a persuasion check when you don't even deserve it.
Yeah, and OP has said they're perfectly capable of role-playing with other characters, but this is just, they use this mechanic as an excuse to not engage. I would honestly, just talk to the player about it.
Yeah, just be like...
Just talk to the player about it.
Like, I know you just ask people to do it and then wait for me to say persuasion check.
That's not how it's going to work
anymore. That's not how it's going to work anymore. If you want to be persuasive, you need to at least make some sort of argument to why I would give you a persuasion check. Yeah. With your roleplay.
Yeah.
I don't want you to sit and argue with me.
Yeah, agreed. I don't think anyone's the asshole there, really. I think
I don't. I think this person
that could easily be sorted by having a chat, I think.
And the thing is, if they've just said one time, I ask this person to go and do this for me, and then you've said, okay, make a persuasion check, and they've succeeded, then, like, why wouldn't they think it's going to work every time?
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. So I just have to talk to him.
And, that's just like...
And random Reddit person. Yeah. Have a talk to him.
Have a talk to him.
You're probably not listening to this, but...
You're probably not, but have a talk to him.
All right, number 7.
Number 7.
Number 7. This is a long one. But there's a lot of context to this one. So am I?
So listen.
Engage that one cell if you can.
I know it's hard.
I know it is hard. It's hard for me too. Don't worry. Am I the arsehole for taking matters into my own hands as a PC in an intra-party dispute? So the Saturday before last, a while after a session, I was removed from a D&D campaign and Discord server by the server owner. I know this will probably come off like /that never happened or something to that effect, and I apologize for that. This post will detail the events leading up to it and causing my problems for removal. Background, it's a 5e campaign with 12 players. Now it would be 11. But only 6 players are allowed to attend a session. Characters start at level 3. My character was a level 14 assassin rogue, and the other player that will be mostly referred to here, I shall call her Gloria, has or had a level 11 inquisitive rogue. We were using an alternative leveling system where we received downtime days after each session and had multiple things we could spend them on, including milestones to push your level, which is why I was about 3 levels higher than her. During one of the first few sessions of the campaign, Gloria's character came into possession of a cursed sword. The curse caused the sword to cast Fireball at 3rd level, centered on the attuned whenever they rolled a critical hit. So whenever she would roll a critical hit, everyone, herself, party members, allies, neutral, passive, enemies, etc., in a 20-foot radius would be subject to a level 3 fireball. If it had any other effects whatsoever, I was completely unaware of them. For some reason, Gloria decided to build her character solely around this weapon and admitted to it publicly. This would not be a problem if, during combat, Gloria would engage with foes that were far enough away that all/most party members wouldn't be subject to such effects. But as a rogue, or for just some personal reasons, she decided she wouldn't split from main combat areas to mitigate this damage. Over the course of many sessions and many fireballs befalling our characters, I failed about 1/3 of dexterity saves. With other characters failing about 3/4 of the saves, we had become annoyed by Gloria and her cursed sword. We had asked multiple times over the course of many sessions for her to please use a different weapon or remove herself from the main conflict area during combats, but she wouldn't. I don't know why the DM didn't speak to her about it or address it, as we'd asked multiple times in text chats as well as voice chats during sessions, and I'm sure a few players spoke with her personally about it too. After Saturday's campaign, after taking 3 fireballs, 3rd level fireballs, the party was more frustrated than we'd ever been before. We again asked Gloria with a bit more vigour, we weren't rude, just more vocal, to find a new weapon or engage in less ally-populated areas. To Gloria's credit, she said she'd put it up to a vote and let the other players decide if she should get rid of the sword or if she would be okay to keep it. She posts a poll, and for some reason, only 3 people vote. Some time passes, nobody else votes, so it's assumed she will keep the sword by people that were visibly active. Gloria also voted in this. Well, I'm still in the voice chat with the DM and a few other players and state that I would like to steal Gloria's sword and take it a day and a half outside of town and bury it. I'm a pretty good rogue, and Gloria's character, Fiona, did not anticipate a thievery, so I pulled off the heist while invisible. Obviously, the DM informs her, but informs her privately for some reason, instead of posting it in the character roleplay chat, where things like this would have normally gone, and it spreads to all the folks in the game, and the server owner, with haste, obviously. From here, it's as expected. The server owner informed the DM I was no longer allowed to participate in the game, and they soon PM'd me. We sent a few messages back and forth, general discussion, it wasn't argumentative or aggressive, and I was promptly removed from the server with no other drama minutes after he told me he would be removing me. This is the most r/that happened bit, but a few days later, a boss of mine at work, who was in the campaign on server, informed me that they had reversed what I had done, which meant Gloria got to keep her sword and it was never stolen, and Gloria had killed 3 PCs due to getting several critical hits and causing a fireworks show on the ground during a session on Tuesday. Was I the arsehole for taking the issue into my own hands? I saw it as what was doing right by the party, but when I was removed, I felt a hint of a shadow of doubt in myself, since the server owner seemed incredibly confident and nobody defended me in any manner when I was removed. But once my boss informed me of the events on Tuesday's session, that doubt disappeared. But am I the arsehole?
Fucking hell.
What do you think?
I fucking hate stealing.
Man, I do too.
I
right?
hate stealing.
I do as well.
It causes like
it causes
especially
problems.
if she's not there. If Gloria's not there, I feel like it's unfair to steal from Gloria if they're not there. Did they say if the Gloria was a she?
Yes, yeah, Gloria, yeah. Gloria, she, her.
I don't like the fact that they stole it when she wasn't there. But at the same time, like fucking fireballing your entire party and not moving away and doing it constantly.
I
like,
know.
The thing is, Gloria, why didn't you just stand 20 feet away?
I know.
Like,
and you can have the damage on yourself as well.
Because you've got evasion.
I know.
And like, if you stand 20 feet away, you're still within range of healing. If you get low, like, people can probably move in and almost back out of your space for like healing and stuff like that. If you move to someone to get some healing and then they moved away, like there's so many ways.
I know, there's so many ways around this.
Why would you not stand close to the enemies to make sure that you're doing loads of extra damage?
I know, and it's like, you know, OP says we told her so many times and she just refused. And then the thing is, they put it up to a poll and no one voted. Gloria also voted for herself to be able to keep it as well.
I mean, you would.
You would.
Like,
I mean, you would.
Look,
yeah, but like you should
cool.
like.
I get it. Fireball. It's kind.
No, I get it. I get it.
It's kind of cool.
I get it. I get it. But like, I think
nuking your party members is so annoying like that.
So fucking annoying. Like sometimes it happens, sometimes it's inevitable, and
yeah,
as long as everyone's okay with it, it doesn't matter. But obviously the party wasn't okay with it. I think the only thing, and I'm assuming the reason why OP was banned is because it was taken when Gloria wasn't there.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that has to be why.
But
right?
also the DM should surely have had their wrist slapped there as well. Because
surely.
The thing is, right, why are they allowed to do it? Like, why is the DM allowing that to happen? And then just going to the server owner afterwards and being like, by the way, this happened.
Yeah, I know.
I let it happen. And then just like, the DM must have got their wrist slapped as well.
Surely had to, right?
Had to have.
Surely had to.
Because it's like, we don't know if within the server it's like, you can't steal from a party member. And the DM didn't say, just remember you can't steal from a party member. And the DM allowed it to happen.
I know, and the DM sat there and heard all of these complaints, right?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like the DM, and to be fair, OP says, I don't know why the DM never stepped in. I feel the DM should have stepped in. If it's not
allowed and it's a server bannable offense, then just step in and say, by the way, you can't do this. You can't steal. Just remember, if you're going to do this, you're going to get banned.
I also, as well as that, I don't know why the DM didn't step in with Gloria and the sword. Like, far prior to that, right? Why did they not step in and deal with that?
Don't know.
Like, that's what confuses me the most.
No, I don't.
Like, It's hard because without her there, that looks really nasty.
Yeah, it does. Like, and like that's the thing that I don't like is stealing from people when they're not there is so bad. Like, it just annoys me so much.
And you know what? Kind of in a similar way to how OP has said here, for some reason the DM went to Gloria personally, and then it started spreading. And that's the thing, when you do things regarding someone's character and they're not there, it's always going to spread in a toxic way.
Yeah, it's going to spread in a toxic way. Unless the DM did post it in the server, but they obviously didn't post it in the server because it wasn't allowed. But why did they let it happen when it wasn't allowed?
Yeah. But the thing is that the issue? Stealing isn't allowed. Is that what?
I don't know.
Is that what it has to be?
Has to be, because why else?
It has to be, right?
I guess it's like they put it up for a vote and the vote didn't pass. So then they just took it into their own hands.
Yeah.
So I guess that's not fair.
I agree. Like, and the thing is, it's like, what else do you do? You know what I mean? What else do you do? Like, if it's affecting your gameplay. And listen, Gloria then killed 3 PCs. 3 out of the 11. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
A lot of crits.
Yeah, first of all, a lot of crits. But like, you know, you should never be dying at the hands of your fellow PC.
Yeah, especially because the thing is, Gloria's not doing it on purpose. She's not meaning to get all these crits. Yeah. But at the same time, you know it's a possibility, so move away.
Just move away. Just move away.
Stand not on your party.
I don't understand what the problem with just moving away is.
But also, don't steal from the party members.
Yeah.
I think
the DM should have stepped in as well.
I think everyone is the asshole here.
Yeah, I think everyone sucks here.
The DM is an asshole. You stealing Gloria's thing is while she's not there is a bit of an asshole move. Yeah. And then Gloria not moving away from the party is also an asshole move.
Gloria Gloria's the biggest asshole here. Why not move away?
I agree.
Like, why not move away?
Why not just move away?
Like
it's,
that.
Like it's 20 feet.
That makes no sense.
You're not like separating yourself
at all,
to a detriment.
Yeah, like that doesn't make any sense to me. And,
I understand separating yourself and moving really far away can get like really fucking bad because then you are unreachable for heals.
Yeah, like 20 feet.
20 feet.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why Glory could do that, and I understand OP's frustration. I would be so frustrated with it.
I would be too, but I don't think taking it into your own hands and stealing it. I think but they've talked to the DM. I don't know.
I don't know.
I think
do you think?
The person who's the most asshole here is Gloria.
Agreed. Does everyone suck a little bit though?
Everyone sucks a little bit, but Gloria sucks the most.
I kind of feel for OP though.
I do feel for OP.
I feel for OP.
I feel for OP. I do.
What a shit situation.
Because the thing is, they've spoken to the DM, they've voiced the frustration, they've asked them, they put it to a vote.
I don't think you should have been server banned. I don't think you should have just been immediately removed and server banned. Like, it's the vet. Sorry, the vet rang.
Yeah, the vet rang.
The vet rang. So dog's fine. Dog's completely fine. He's absolutely completely fine.
But yeah, everyone sucks here.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't remember what we were saying, but
Glory sucks the most.
Yep. DM sucks the most.
Do you know what? Every single time I say I don't even know if OP
I know.
Took up all avenues of talking out loud, saying it to Gloria, putting it, like asking if we can put it to a vote. Literally did everything.
I know.
I think the people who suck are the people who didn't vote, and Gloria and the Dungeon Master.
Agreed.
So yeah, maybe OP doesn't suck. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. What do you think? Tell us.
Tell me what you think in the comments. Tell me what you think in the comments about this one. I'm stuck on this one.
I'm stuck on this one.
I'm a little stucky on this one.
If you're on a watch party, tell me right now.
Tell me. And if you're on TikTok, tell me. If you're on YouTube, tell me in the comments.
Tell me. If you're on Skype, tell me.
If you're on a Zoom call,
if you're on AIM Messenger, tell me.
If you're on Spotify, tell me.
If you're on MSN,
just say it out loud.
Yahoo Messenger.
Just say it out loud now. I'll listen.
Tell me. Yep. Cool. Nice.
Okay,
Thank you. All right. Next one. 8. We have 10, I think.
Nice.
No, we have 11. We have 11?
We have 11?
I don't know.
That's a lot.
Oh, anyway.
Am
I the arsehole for not wanting my friend's little sister to crash on our D&D campaign? I, male 22, have a tight friendship group with R, L, and V, all male 22. Okay. We all met at our local D&D club, and we've been hanging out for years. We've been doing this great campaign for about a month now, and we've been planning to have our campaign finale with themed snacks, drinks, and decorations in V's apartment.
Sick.
He has the biggest apartment because he shares with his girlfriend. V also lives with his little sister, A, female 11, after his mum died a few years ago.
Fair.
The plan had been for his girlfriend to look after A at her parents' place, but the day of, he messaged us saying she can't babysit anymore because her mum fell on some ice and was in hospital. He offered that we could either rearrange or we could do it with A there. She'd just play video games in the background. Immediately, L and R say that they don't have an issue with her being there, and we could even make her own character sheet for the campaign. I couldn't understand this though. It was meant to be just us, and putting in some random new character in the finale would ruin it. Plus, A is super clingy to V, so I knew he would take his attention off the campaign if she was there. I asked V if he couldn't find an alternative babysitter before the evening. I asked V if he couldn't find an alternative babysitter before the evening, so we could still do it as planned. He said he didn't want to put A with someone she didn't know so last minute for something so easily rearrangeable because he knew it would upset her. I got annoyed at him then calling our game an event rearrangeable, and I called him out on it. He said I had to be joking if he thought a D&D campaign was more important to him than his little sister's comfort. I said I obviously wasn't saying that, but I wasn't prepared to have our night turned into free babysitting.
You were, though. You were saying that. That's what you said.
V had said he had already offered to rearrange and that I was free to host myself sometime if I had such a problem with his sister.
True.
This was uncalled for because he knows I can't host because I don't have the time or space to prepare/clean up.
Okay.
L and R both privately messaged me and basically said I was the only one who cared and that we should be sympathetic to V's situation. I have a lot of respect for V, but I still don't see why he couldn't just have A with a babysitter for an evening so our plans didn't get ruined. Or why his girlfriend couldn't take her to the hospital too.
Oh my fucking god, you unreasonable fuck. Jesus Christ.
How is not wanting some random child at our game night an issue?
Oh.
They ended up hanging out that night. I was invited, but I didn't go, and did a one-shot campaign, which also annoyed me because we always played D&D together. My mum thinks I was an arsehole because V is raising a child by himself. But he has money from his inheritance and he gets help from his girlfriend's family. So he isn't alone. My brothers agree that I'm not the arsehole here because V shouldn't baby A so much that he won't put her with a babysitter. I want some reassurance on this, so I've come here, LOL. Am I the arsehole?
Yeah, you are, and you're getting no reassurance from me, baby. You are a fucking... You are a
pestilent little rat.
What a stupid fucking idiot.
Are you
What are you fucking stupid? This fucking 22-year-old guy is fucking
be a parent to
raising his baby sister because their parents died.
The parents died.
And you can't understand why he doesn't want to just put her with somebody who doesn't know.
With a random person.
And the thing is, she was just going to be there playing video games.
Yeah, and you know what?
I can't even verbally vocalize how much of a fucking asshole you are.
And you know what? Let's say all of that was still an issue. Let's say, for whatever reason, I get it. Kids are hard to be around. Yeah, I get it.
Fair.
Let's say that that's an issue. V said, let's just rearrange.
It's
rearrangeable.
It's like, how can you think this is rearrangeable? Look, we have a podcast about Dungeons and Dragons and D&D and TTRPG. We understand how much they matter to people, but sometimes they're just not the most important thing going on.
There's sometimes where we say to our friends, I'm sorry, I'm not feeling it today.
I just can't.
And our friends who are so excited to come over and do the thing, they're like, no worries at all.
Fair dues.
Absolutely no problem at all.
And other members of our group have said the same thing. Just be like, I'm just having a rough time of it.
Fine.
And we're like,
oh my God.
Oh
my God. Let alone, look, my little sister that lives with me that I have to take care of.
Whose parents have died and I am literally raising as a 22-year-old.
And first of all, my girlfriend's mum has had an emergency.
And I'm still willing to play.
And they're like, take the kid to the hospital. Do you know how traumatizing hospitals are? Especially, let's say, if their parents...
We don't even need to go there. We don't need to explain why. You are a fucking
piece of shit.
You are a
boring piece of shit.
You are a terrible, terrible person.
What a bad friend.
Your core. And your mother is right.
Yeah, your mother.
You're an asshole.
If your
and your brothers. They're just as bad as you.
If your mother is telling you you're an asshole, fucking listen to your mother. Listen. Oh my God, Jesus. And you know what? I was going to be like, are you all 11? Well, are you 11? No, 22.
22. I understand that you're still a young adult. And,
I know. I get it. I get it. I get it.
Man.
Oh my God, extend just a little bit of care and compassion for the people around you. God, you know what? I get it. Yes, I understand. I also wouldn't want to play, the suggestion of her playing the game with a sheet. I wouldn't want that either.
No.
I'm telling you, I wouldn't want that. I would be fine with an 11-year-old being in the same house as me.
Like just playing video games.
Yeah, I wouldn't care about that.
Cares?
But I understand some people aren't. I completely get it. Rearrange.
Yeah, there's the option. The option is to rearrange.
He's hosting you at his house.
Yeah, at his house.
His home. He's letting you come in. He's got all these snacks, all this shit. And yes, I know to you, I understand to you, it's an event. And it's insulting that he thinks it's rearrangeable. But I can't... I can't imagine a world in which he'd be like, yeah. No, yeah, this is more important than making sure my little sister, who is 11 and probably traumatized, is comfortable. Yeah. Let her just sit in the house. You fucking freak. You freak of nature. You absolute little rat.
You're the worst.
Come on.
You are the worst.
Oh, I hope you don't play with these people anymore.
I don't hope.
And you know what?
I hope. Yeah.
You know what?
I hope a lot worse. But
they ended up hanging out that night. I was invited, but I didn't go.
And then I was pissed off because they played a one shot.
I was pissed off because I didn't go.
You don't deserve to play Dungeons and Dragons with people. You don't deserve it. I've said it. That's what I was gonna say.
Go on.
I've said it. You don't deserve to play Dungeons and Dragons with anyone because you are a horrible person.
Yeah. Oh, God.
You're a horrible person.
Think about yourself.
You.
Jesus Christ. Stupid. There it is. That's the annoying one.
Wow.
There you go.
That one sucked.
What do we think? That's pestilent. Oh my God. Absolute pestilent vibes.
Pestilence.
God, I hope this person got ripped apart in the comments. I truly do. That's so bad. Is that satire? That has to be. That can't be real.
I don't know.
Oh my God.
I don't know.
Oh, all right. Second to last. Is this second to last? Yes, second to last. Am I the asshole for breaking up a D&D group when my boyfriend dumped me? Throwaway because I'd rather not announce my name. So here's what happened. My Dungeons and Dragons group consisted of me, the DM, my now ex-boyfriend, and 2 of our friends. We'd play weekly-ish whenever our schedules lined up, and we had a grand old time.
Is the boyfriend the DM?
No. OP is the DM.
Okay.
OP is the DM. My boyfriend recently broke up with me, and not nicely either. But neither of our two friends supported the idea of me kicking my ex out and either playing with just the two of them or finding another person to play in his place. I said, fine, I will leave then, but my friends wouldn't have that either. They said that they just wanted to finish their campaign and didn't want to have to find a new DM. We live in a small city/large town. There's not a lot of D&D action around, and all the DMs we know already have their games. I basically made it clear. Either the ex leaves or I do. They said neither option work, so I just decided to not schedule any more meetings because I used to be the one to coordinate the schedules because it's not like they can make me DM, right? I should also add, my ex was also on their side, saying we should all just play together as normal and not let our breakup affect things. Now both of my friends and my ex are texting me when we're going to have the next session. I told them never, and they're telling me I'm an asshole for ruining their fun, breaking up the gaming group, etc. And that's unfair of me to ask them to pick sides. I wasn't asking anyone to pick sides between us. I just don't want to do shared activities with my now ex anymore. Am I the asshole? I just don't want to see him after what he said to me. Get new friends.
Get new friends.
OP. Get new friends.
Fine, okay. I'll just quit. And they're like,
no, that doesn't work for us.
No, that doesn't work for us.
That doesn't work for us.
I don't. Sorry, I think you missed the part where
I said no.
Where I care.
Yeah.
About what you think.
And like, I feel so bad for OP being like, they can't make me DM,
no,
right?
They
no,
can't.
Of course they can't.
Of
course
when
they
we
can't.
have the next session, and
never.
They're like, never, and they're like, that doesn't work
well,
for us.
how about next Tuesday?
Actually, how about Tuesday? And it's like, no.
No.
You're an asshole. It's like, fine.
Fine.
If that's what you think, fine.
And you know what? We've seen the other end of the spectrum, right? Where people have broken up and they've been able to play games together, and it's been fine.
And sometimes it can happen.
Of
but
course.
A lot of the time it can't.
Yeah, I agree.
And a lot of relationships don't end amicably.
Yeah, indeed. And OP specifies it ended very horribly. It wasn't nice. They don't want to see their ex after what they said to them. Understandable. I can't believe your friends are like, this is like the other one. This is once again people like not giving a fuck about the people around them.
Like, and caring more about D&D. I
get it. D&D's important.
Ready? Wake up, sheeple.
Go on.
Wake up, sheeple. There's more important things than D&D out there.
Yeah, tell them.
Like, look, I love D&D. We've got a D&D podcast. I said it in the literal last submission, but I'm saying it again now. I love D&D. D&D's great. TTRPGs are fantastic. I love playing them. I love running them. But sometimes...
It's everything to us, really.
Sometimes. It's not the most important thing.
No. Like, looking after your friends and respecting your friends' boundaries. And, like...
I understand that it's not... ideal for you.
These
people have broken up, and I understand that it's none of your business that these people have broken up, and you just want it to carry on. But sometimes that's just not what happens.
And like I said, I'll leave, but my friends wouldn't have that. They don't want to find a new DM. Sounds like their problem.
Sounds like a issue.
Yeah,
not an ish me.
Tell him.
Sounds like an issue.
Tell him.
Not an ish me.
Yeah, just shut up.
Shut up. But they said that doesn't work for them. It's like,
okay, well, too bad. Too fucking bad.
How about you get fucked?
Yeah, too bad.
I don't care.
Yeah, I don't. I can't. Again, this can't be real.
Can't be real.
This can't be real.
I think it is real because there's so many people out there who are just
it's so inconsiderate.
Inconsiderate.
Yeah, don't see anything outside of their own.
Emotionally blind.
Yeah, and again, of course, your ex is like, yeah, let's just play together.
Yeah, because they want to look like the good person.
Yeah, of course.
And I don't know how you broke up. Look, I can't comment on that, but it doesn't matter if you don't want to play with your ex. You don't want to play with your ex. They don't want to
play with your ex, and no one should make you. And
if you want them to leave, fair enough. But if they won't leave, then you can leave.
You go.
But then apparently that not being an option.
I know.
That's not real.
You can't.
That's not real. Like, you not having an option to leave isn't real.
Isn't a real thing.
No matter how much they want you to believe that, it's not real.
Yeah, like, shut the fuck up.
Pestilence.
Grow up. Pestilent vibes. Grow up. Respect the people around you. OP, you're not the asshole at all.
No.
Oh my god, no.
Nowhere.
So the last one. This one... You may have seen this before, the Squad Blasters. You may have seen this because it's like one of the top ones in the Am I the Arsehole thing, and it's so fucking fun. You'll see.
Okay.
Am I the arsehole for not letting this girl join our D&D group? This happened I'm
not confident.
This happened a few years ago, but it's important to know what happened to me earlier. I know this girl, late 20s, we'll call her Melody. We were co-workers a few years back, and we have had some mutual friends since we're both gamers. Recently, I started seeing this guy who is very into playing poker, blackjack, and other games. We're nothing serious yet, it's very new. He invited me to a game night, but I'm not exactly the casino card game type. So I asked around to see who can teach me. One of our mutual friends said that Melody is actually very into poker and blackjack and other games. She actually used to play with a group regularly and is pretty good. Our friend says that he thinks she counts cards, whatever that means. So I reached out to her, but she laughed at me and said no. When I asked why, she said it's because I wouldn't let her play D&D, and she said I was an asshole for excluding her. So I'm part of a D&D group with my co-workers. We've been playing together for years. When Melody was working with us, I told her about the group one day because she wanted to hang out, but it was a game night. A few days later, she asked if she could join. Per our rules, unless you are formally invited by a veteran member who is also willing to mentor you, you can't join. So I told her that. She asked me to be that person, and I rejected her. I told her that I don't think D&D is the game for her. She can barely handle understanding how her paycheck is calculated. And D&D requires a lot of calculations and is heavy on memory. She was pretty upset, but I held my ground and suggested she asked someone else to mentor her. But she never found anyone else, so she never got to join. And then she found a different game a few months later. So coming back today, she is holding that grudge against me and refuses to help me. She even told me to have fun on your date sarcastically and hung up. Am I the asshole?
Yes.
There's an edit.
Of course you are. How could you not be? How can you do something to somebody and then when they do it back to you, be like,
oh dear, the consequences of your actions.
Ouchie, I can't believe you said that to me, even though I said it to you not long ago.
There is an edit. Fine, I'm the asshole. You can all shut up now. For the record, I'm a woman. I looked up counting cards, and it's nothing more than adding and subtracting values of cards. It ain't nothing special. Stop trying to make it seem like she's some sort of fucking genius.
I mean, like, counting cards is unbelievably hard.
I have no idea what that means at all.
Like, if you remember The Hangover?
No.
You remember the movie The Hangover?
No.
You never saw The Hangover?
No.
You never watched The Hangover?
No.
How not?
How?
There's basically a moment where they go to the casino and, like, It's that thing, you know, where there's the meme of the woman, there's all of like the numbers going around her head.
Yes, yeah.
That's in the movie, and he's like doing it, and it's like it's so hard they put it in the movie because it's almost impossible. Like people have to be like the memory you have to have, and they're like it's unbelievably hard to do.
Okay.
You should be banned from every casino because you can rinse them from all the money.
Oh, really?
It's illegal to count cards.
Oh, it's illegal.
I think, yeah, because like you can basically, it's not good.
The duck's gone.
No, bully.
Oh, I see. Both. So is she a genius then to be able to count cards?
Probably.
I like how she's like, stop trying to make it seem like she's some sort of fucking genius.
She is a genius. Like she's literally a genius if she can count cards.
And again, I'm going to say it again. Women need to support women.
Yeah.
None of this fucking, she can't even calculate her paycheck. D&D is Where's the calculations? Like, what? Rolling a number on your sheet that you've written down to add to a dice roll?
There's simple mathematics in D&D.
But you write them down prior and you're good to go.
And, you know, like, you've got a calculator at the table. It doesn't really matter. And
what
you don't,
fucking calculations? Like, come on.
Like, and the thing is, right, how... Like, I'm glad that the edit came in and was like, fine. I'm
the asshole. Oh, you are. Oh, my God.
I'm so glad that the majority of people
were like,
on the
shut
internet,
up.
Yeah, because you deserve that.
Yeah, oh my God, 100%. Like, I feel like this speaks for itself.
How could you not have a brain and be like, there's no way I can ask Melody because I told her
I told her no. And it's like, listen, what kind of fucking table are you playing at where you have to be invited by a veteran that is willing to mentor you? And you know what? To be honest, I get that a little bit. Yeah. Because if everyone had like a buddy, and everyone knew had a buddy who would help them through it, that would make it so much easier.
Probably make it a lot easier.
Yeah, totally. I agree that. But, you know, come on. You have to be invited by a veteran. What the fuck is this? The Gentleman's Club. Shut up. Shut up. This gives me, can I speak to the manager vibes? This absolutely gives me...
This is just... I just can't... I just can't see where you thought that you weren't there. Like, some of these are just they just blow my fucking brain.
Good on
out.
Melody, by the way, to be like, have fun on your date.
Have fun at your date and put the phone down. Good.
What?
Like how the.
Do you like this?
Yeah,
because
it was a landline.
Yes, it was corded.
And it was filmed in noir.
Yeah.
It was filmed in black and white.
Yes, it was. Yeah.
As she smoked her
cigarette
from the
and she
from
crossed
the
her legs and
yes.
looked out into the rainy city of Chicago. Yeah, I know. Yeah.
You know, like how can you refuse somebody playing and then ask somebody how to play and then not expect to get shut down like
God,
that?
this gives me like Christian mum on Facebook asking for like free cupcakes for their son Riley's birthday.
Shut up.
Shut up.
Shut up.
Shut the fuck
Shut up.
Oh my God, what a loser. What a loser.
What a stinky loser.
And well, you know what? Well done, Melody.
Yeah.
Well done, Melody, for telling her to get fucked.
Yeah.
Because I would too.
I would too.
You stink. Man, I would love that. That's like watching karma come back round. Like in real time.
It's watching karma come back round, but being so blind that you're about to get literally smashed in the face by karma.
What an absolute
like karma's
fool.
coming at you like a freight train, and you stand there and you just accept it.
Yeah, shocked Pikachu face.
How can you not? How can you not expect that?
Idiot. Fucking idiot. Yes, obviously you're the asshole, you fucking loser.
You loser.
Women must support women.
Like,
it's not cool.
Like strongman.
Yep.
But 2 women do it instead.
It's not cool to call other women dumb to make you look smarter. It's not cool to insult other women to make men think that you're funny or cool. It's not cool. Supporting women is cool. Supporting women it's like a must now.
Let's support women.
Let's support women, especially other women.
Yeah.
I get it. Patriarchy tells you that you should be dunking on other women. You shouldn't.
No.
You shouldn't.
You shouldn't.
Fuck you, OP.
Pestilent, Van.
Pestilent.
Absolute pestilence.
Pestilent.
You fucking suck.
Stinky.
Stinky, pestilent motherfucker.
That's it. That's your fill. To be fair, that's a bit of a longer one for us.
2-hour episode.
Yeah, we've been trying to cut it down like under 2 hours, definitely.
Yeah. But, you know, we're still under.
Yeah, we're still under. Just. Should we speak for another 3 minutes?
No. Let's go. We got things to do.
We got the Barbie movie to watch. I got a pizza to eat as well.
Oh my goodness.
How about that?
So let's chill. Let's chill.
Yes.
So,
enter the Homebrew Challenge. You have until Monday.
Challenge. You've got until Monday. Get your monsters in. I don't care if it's got a stat block or not. That's not the point. Tell me how it was corrupted.
Don't make me cry, please.
Join the Discord if you haven't. There's lots of things going on in there all the time. A bunch of people talking and just being nice to each other, and games that are ran, and the Homebrew Challenge.
Some Baldur's Gate groups going up.
Baldur's Gate groups going up and things like that. So get yourself in there and do that. Because that's cool, and you're cool if you join the Discord, and if you don't join the Discord, you stink.
Yeah. Oh, is that smell you?
Does that smell you? You stink.
Ew.
Go to our Hellbound dice shop if you would like to buy any goods from there. Notebooks and spell cards and t-shirts and mugs and dice bags and all sorts. You can get them there. They're all personalized by our very own hands.
I cough on them.
That will be in the description below. If you want a t-shirt, www.eldritchpodblast.co.uk. You can pick up some Eldritch Podblast merch there. Like the video, comment down below, click the bell to be notified when we upload a video on a Monday and a Thursday. And if you haven't, please consider subscribing. It is free. And we have been the Eldritch Podblast.
Yes.
I love you.
I love you.
Bully's in there and he loves you.
What's he doing?
Don't know. I'm about to find out.
Yep.
And we're going to see you on Monday.
Bye.
Bye.